The Mets, step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the Mets, Mets of New York town. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where do they go? To meet the Mets! Oh, they're hollering and cheering and they're jumping in their seats. Where do they go? To meet the Mets! All the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, 'cause we got ourselves a ball club, the Mets of New York town. Give 'em a yell, give 'em a hand, and let 'em know you're rooting in the stand. Come on and meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the Mets, Mets of New York town, of New York town.
What is up, Mets and baseball fans? Thank you all so much for chiming in for another day, which means another in-game live stream here on WardyNYM, where you get consistent Mets coverage. I will, of course, be sharing my own reaction and play-by-play with all you Mets and baseball fans throughout the entirety of the game, as we share our reactions together and see how the Mets do, as they are currently looking for a series victory in Miami against the Marlins tonight. Still 4 games out of first in the NL East and 3.5 games out on the wild card currently. But again, I appreciate everyone for chiming in. Thank you for being here, guys. Timothy, great member on the channel. Emmanuel, Ryan, Joe, Joseph, Gerald, great member on the channel as well. NFL Goated, how's it going? AJ, all you guys, thank you all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate you guys again. And big stream on the day. And I know you might be wondering, Wardy, why is it a big stream if it's just against the Marlins? Well, every game is so unbelievably important for the Mets now, as we know, for the remainder of the year. So regardless on if it's the Marlins or when it's going to be the Yankees starting Friday, they need to secure as many wins as humanly possible. So hopefully they can find themselves back in the winning streak column after more than just one victory yesterday. Today, gained 2 in a row. So I'm excited. We have Dick Mound, Rich Hill, as people know him. The 41-year-old southpaw will be on the mound for the Mets, facing off against the young stud in Sandy Alcantara, or Alcantara, however you pronounce his name. I think it's Alcantara, though. I could be wrong. Will be on the mound for the Marlins tonight. And the Mets lineup is the following, guys. Jonathan VR in the leadoff spot. Then you have Francisco Lindor in the 2-hole. Alonso in the 3 spot. Conforto in the 4th spot. Baez in the 5th spot. McNeil 6th. Pilar 7th, McCann 8th, and Hill 9th. So very similar, if not the exact same, to yesterday's lineup, with guys like Dom Smith and JD Davis available off the bench. But no less happy. I'm excited for tonight's game. I hope you guys are too. Let me know in the chat, guys, how the audio is, how the background music is, all that fun stuff. Let me know if the background music isn't too loud for you guys. It shouldn't be, but if it's a little louder than it should be or anything like that, just let me know in the chat. All that fun stuff. And again, I appreciate everyone being here, so make sure to smash that like and subscribe button as always if you're new, and help us get to 100 likes by the end of the stream, and of course help us get to 10K subs by the end of the season. Gerald says, Tyler, why are the Braves only a few games when their run differential is so enormously positive? Gerald, that's because while the run differential has been so much better than any other team in the NL East, they have had their fair share of struggles this year, especially in the first half. The Braves, while they've had the offense, they have not necessarily had the pitching all year long either. The first half, they had some serious struggles with their bullpen, most notably. They've had some rotation issues, and things have since rounded out really well for them in the second half, and they've been the scoring machine really since the trade deadline, if not sooner. So it took them a while to get gelled, but now they're really been rolling. And again, they take advantage of the teams that they're facing. So when they're facing below 500 clubs, they've been having some really good ball games. And they, again, have the Nationals tonight. So we'll see how they do. Audio's great. Awesome, guys. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. And again, I appreciate everyone being here. And Joe, thank you so much. I appreciate that too, my man. And again, I'm excited for tonight's game. As you guys can see, we have the scrolling scoreboard in the background for all the other games that are currently going on tonight. So in case you're wondering, oh, what's the score of this game? What's the score of the Phillies game, the Braves game? You know, the games that we're supposed to be paying attention to, the teams in the wild card race as well. Please make sure to just check them out all here. There are like 50 people in the Marlins stadium. I mean, yeah, look, Marlins attendance is always poor, and it's not like they've had any reason to really, be amped up. When was the last Marlins, granted, Marlins made playoffs last year because it was the expanded format, but no less, Marlins have struggled with attendance for quite some time now. You're probably going to have more in the chat than the Marlins stadium. In total, I don't know. I don't know what the entire attendance is going to be at the Marlins game tonight. We'll see. But again, guys, so big games are happening today. The Mets, it's a little funny how the Mets are in a better spot for a wild card than the NL East right now. Like I said, I've been saying firmly, I never felt comfortable with the notion that the Mets can make playoffs through wild card. I've always felt that if they will make playoffs, it will in fact be through the NL East, winning the division, if at all, right? And now when you look at things with the schedule, with the Phillies still having, I believe, 17 games left against below 500 clubs this season, when remember they only have like 23 games left on the season. You have the Braves, who still have 12 games left at least against below 500 clubs. The Mets only have 6. Now you look at what's happening now in the wild card race with the Reds and the Cardinals and the Padres. The Mets right now have a better shot at making wild card than they do winning the division for playoffs, which is so mind-boggling to me. Again, I feel hard-pressed to suggest that the wild card is the best route for them. But again, we'll see how things go on a day-by-day basis here. The Reds have some good competition down the stretch. Cardinals have an up-and-down schedule, and the Padres do not have an easy one at all. So, yeah, it's going to be fun, no less. This is going to be a crazy month of September. It's already been, and we're only, this is September 8th. We have just under a month left of baseball because the Mets have their final series, which is, of course, against the Braves in Atlanta in the beginning of October to cap off the season. So, you guys are just chiming in. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Matthew, Dylan, the good news is that DeGrom could be back against Dylan. I know that's the report we've been seeing, but again, if Jacob DeGrom pitches next week, man, I'm going to be jaw dropped. I personally don't see it happening. So if it does, that would be beyond surprising just because they have to ramp him up in a really short period of time. So, if he's fully healthy the way that everyone believes he is, that's why he's been throwing and doing all these things, and okay. But at the same time, you still need to get yourself ramped up and back in a rhythm. He's more than likely going to have to go on a rehab assignment, so it just, I don't know, man. I'm not sold on the notion that he'll be back, September 14th. We'll have to play it by ear on that one. Just because a guy can be eligible off the IL by a certain time does not indicate that they will actually be available. So we'll see. Matthew, I did not discuss what you emailed me, and I'm glad you brought that up, however, because if you got Matthew emailed me earlier, a nice breakdown further on playoff odds for the Mets. It was only centered, however, to the NL East, not so much the wild card. So basically, it went in hand with what I saw earlier today because SNY put out an article, guys, which I thought was interesting too, how they believe that a 15-8 record for the remainder of the season could be enough to make the Mets win playoffs, get to playoffs through a wild card, meaning that they get 85 wins on the year. Now, in my mind, that still feels like, very generous. For me, even with the wild card, I don't know how the Mets could lose more than 6 games and find themselves in the wild card. When, again, you have the Phillies right there, too, because the Phillies are ahead of the Mets right now. You have the Phillies in this race. Right now, the wild card spots is the Dodgers in first. Dodgers will be in there, whether it's the Dodgers or, Dodgers or Giants. One of them is going to be in that wild card. And you don't want to face either of them in the wild card game, might I add. So it's not like making wild cards going to be a beneficial thing, having to face these clubs. It's going to still be a huge task on the Mets' hands should they be in that situation. But you have the Reds, you have the Padres, you have the Phillies, you have the Cardinals, and you have the Mets. It's a 5-team race right now for the second wild card spot, and that's separate, of course, from actually winning the division in the NL East. What's up, Darren? How's it going, my man? A great member. If you guys don't know, Darren's an absolute beauty. Best member on the channel you ever meet, all the way across the pond from the UK. So happy to have you here, buddy. LFGM, what's up, Hayden? Is SNY out for anyone? Vin, I think it's just for you because SNY is good for me right now. But I'm watching SNY through MLB.TV, so I'm not watching it on actual TV. Seth Lugo, I don't know if he's. I don't think he's still pitching on. It healed itself a couple of years ago when he had the partially torn ligament. Because you have to realize that just because something's partially torn, just do a quick Google search. It can heal by itself. It just depends on how actually severe the situation is. Like for DeGrom, it's a sprain, so it's small from what Sandy Alcantara has indicated. So Seth Lugo, he healed up. He took. I'm trying to think of what did he get plasma injected? I think he got plasma injected, and he ended up being okay. So I don't know. I don't think there's any issues with him on that front. I'm pretty sure it healed itself. I wouldn't mind the wild card, but I feel like we just get destroyed against the Dodgers. I mean, yeah, a wild card would not be easy, especially because you're not going to be the top wild card, so you're going to be in LA. Yeah, no one likes those chances at all. You really don't. But again, we'll see. We'll see what happens, folks. That's all I can really say for us right now. Mets just need to keep on racking up wins. That's it. That's truly it. What's up, Ryan? Let's get this win, boys. 100%. Conflicted because I need to watch the Women's U.S. Open soon. Matthew, split screen, my man, if you need to watch both. Dominic, great member on the channel. I'm doing fantastic. Just went through one of my closets and found a black Mike Piazza jersey I'm going to send out to you this week. Oh, Dom, you're too kind, my man. Thank you so much for that. That obviously makes my day. So seriously, thank you so much for that, Dominic. I'm so excited for that to be in my possession. Then I'll either be wearing it or I'll put it in a picture frame, one of those two things. Because I have one as it is, but it's not an official one, and I'll actually be able to enjoy wearing one and having one framed. So that'd be awesome. And Jonathan VR, first pitch to him is a comeback right out Alcantara, and that's the first out. So one pitch is all she took for Jonathan VR, and now the Marlins have an easy out to start off this one. But again, thank you so much again for that, Dominic. That really means a lot to me. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to shouting you out again once that's in my possession. So everyone, hype in the chat for Dominic being so kind to send a black Mike Piazza jersey my way. Hope you're doing well in Florida, because I know you said you moved down to Florida recently. All right, folks, so there's one away now for Francisco Lindor, and the first pitch by Alcantara, and that's going to be a called strike right down the pipe. 98 miles per hour. We all know Sandy, not Sandy Alcantara, Sandy, the starting pitcher, has plenty of heat. He's been so damn good for the Marlins. And we'll see what he can do here with pitch number 2. And that's going to be a high fastball out of the zone. So it's back even now 1-1. And the 1-1. And Lindor's going to rip that one. Unfortunately, right there to Chaz Chisholm. And they're going to say he makes the catch. So now there's quickly 2 away. Can't remember the rules, but is there a date teams can start talking to free agents somewhere to the NBA? Yes, that's winter meetings, Matt. I'm just not aware on when winter meetings the exact date is this year. I'm almost certain it's right towards the end of. Is it right towards the end of November? Try to think. It's when it gets into winter is when winter meetings actually begin for obvious reasons. But I just don't know the exact. If you just Google it, you can find the date for sure. Now with 2 away, here's Pete Alonso. First up out of the day, Big Meat Pete, who had 2 bombs yesterday for the Mets in their 9-4 victory. Also hit his 100th home run in his career, the second fastest player in MLB history to score to get 100 home runs. The only guy faster was a former rival for the New York Mets, that being Ryan Howard, as Pete Alonso gets himself an opposite field double with ease. Now the Mets have a runner in scoring position as that ball goes under. It looks like the matting there in right field in the corner. So Big Meat Pete getting things started for the Mets. Love to see it. Alonso's been tearing the cover off the ball lately. He had a good series against the Nationals, got a home run in his final game of that series, his first home run of the month. And then he also got himself 2 bombs yesterday. So you definitely can't complain. Alonso's been such a beauty. What he's been doing at this point in his career so early, even with him having a quote unquote slumped 2020 short campaign, it's remarkable. It really is. Do I think the Pirates bench coach will get a coaching job next season? Matt, I have no clue, to be quite honest with you. All right, so there's 2 out, 1 on second, thanks to Pete Alonso, opposite field double. And first pitch of Conforto, and that's going to be a fastball inside. Taken. Good eye there by Mike on the 99 heater. And it's 1-0 on the count here. And the pitch, and that's going to be a big swing and miss on the slider inside. Beautifully placed by Alcantara, and nothing Conforto could do about that. Back even now on the count, folks, 1-1. And again, everybody first chiming in, thank you all so much for being here. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe on again. Help us get 100 likes for the first short-term goal in the stream. And again, like I said, I just appreciate everyone being here. And yes, Francisco Alvarez, the young star in the making, catcher in high A Brooklyn for the Mets, hit himself his 21st home run of the season. He has just been electric. There's a reason why he's a top 10 prospect in all of baseball right now. I'm looking forward to doing more prospect coverage on him heading into the offseason, because what a remarkable, what feels like a first official pro year. I know that it's not his first official pro. It just, actually, is it? No, I think it is. I'm almost certain it is. I actually think it is. Das calling it. Okay, we'll see. And the 1-2 to Conforto, and he's going to hack that one foul. Oppo, still 1-2 on the count. Mauricio went deep too. Oh my goodness. You love to see it. Mauricio's had a huge year when it comes to the home run campaign. Like I said, going into spring training, if you guys probably remember, he gained 40 pounds from the past offseason. Did not look like a twig anymore. He looks like a grown-ass man. And he's been doing fantastic. Came for opposite field as well. Love to see it. And Alvarez has just been remarkable. I've had the privilege of seeing them both at Brooklyn at a game this year. Alvarez hit a home run that game, and Mauricio had at least one double. I think he was 2 for 4 with an RBI or 2. But yeah, they're all doing great. Same thing with Brett Beatty, Mark Vientos, JT Ginn. The list goes on and on. Now 2-2 here on the count to Michael as he takes a fastball upstairs. Yes, I am a fan of the Mets minor leagues, Mr. Buck. It's front-loaded, but they have a lot of great young talents. And the 2-2, and that's a big swing and a miss by Conforto, unfortunately, and that'll do her for the innings. So after a Pete Alonso Pete Alonso Oppo double with 2 outs, Michael Conforto got caught with the high fastball, and now the Mets head to the bottom of the first, still tied 0-0 with 1 hit on their side, as Rich Hill, a.k.a. Dick Mountain, is coming on the mound for the Mets. Oh, that was a balk? No. All right, folks, I'll probably ask this again in the stream at some point, but everyone in here right now, let me hear your score predictions of the night, as it's currently a tied 0-0 ball game. Us Mets fans, obviously, we're going to do our best to favor the Mets, but no less, what do you think the final score is going to be, and who do you think is going to win, guys? Let me know in the chat right now. Dominic with the $20 super sticker. Thank you so much for that, Dom. I love and appreciate you so much, my man. You have no idea. Again, if you guys don't know Dominic, sent plenty of things my way, including a David Wright jersey from the Mets inaugural season. He sent other things, his personal collection items from when he's went to games. And there's tickets that you can't see right now in the frame from big games he's went to, playoff games for the Mets in 06. He also sent me the Chavez signed photo right here from the playoffs, the catch in 06. Just amazing stuff. So again, thank you so much. Let's get some dono hype in the chat for my man Dominic, fantastic member and friend on the channel. That really means a lot, buddy. Thank you so much. And Dom says 8-4 is his prediction. Mike says 6-5. Steven says 7-4. Joseph says 6-1. 14-5 says Matthew. 6-3 says Ryan. Jason says 4-1. Ethan says 5-4. Flippity Flop says 4-3. This is all in favor of the Mets, but by the way, just from what I'm reading right now. And Matt says, I think Alonso and Lindor both homer for a 5-2 victory. Ooh, I like that prediction. All right, awesome. I like those predictions, guys. I do. I mean, look, anything that's favoring the Mets, you have my attention. Biasly so. But no less, Rich Hill is now on the mound, folks. 6-6, coming off of his best start as a New York Met 5 days ago, in which he pitched 5 scoreless. Could not have asked for anything better from Rich Hill. And the first pitch underway now to Rojas is going to be a hacked away foul on the 88 heater. And it's 0-1 now on the count. Feeling a VR homer. Okay. Thought you said you were feeling an Alonso homer, or am I wrong? I think you're just feeling homers in general today, from what you're saying. And that's going to be a big swing and miss. Down to his final strike is Miguel Rojas, the unsung captain for the Miami Marlins. Such a great utility player they've had for a couple of years and has definitely been a Mets killer. And thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys like the scoreboard. Mr. Buck is playing a low-key. Think it's going to be a 1-0 Mets victory. Brooklyn Mets, hello. How are you? And that's going to be a fastball upstairs. And it's going to now be 1-2 on the count. Matt, the Padres have had a lot of inconsistencies. They've had pitching, but they've struggled with it here in the second half. Again, you have to remember the Padres tried to get Max Scherzer at the trade deadline, but Max Scherzer had a veto given his contract, which made it up to him on where he landed. And he said no to the Padres after many of us, including myself, believed he was going to San Diego, and said the only team I'll be willing to go to is the LA Dodgers. So that's where LA was in a prime position. Yes, they had to give up a lot of young promising assets, a lot of great young prospects, but they got Scherzer and Trey Turner. You know, from a Padres fan perspective, that's a huge blow to see a team that, you know, you're trying to overcome in your division, take away the all-star pitcher, one of the best, if not the best in the game right now, from you, because Scherzer simply didn't want to go there. I mean, it's tough, and they didn't do anything at the trade deadline to really compensate for losing out on Scherzer. That's going to be a ground ball tossed to first from Hill, comebacker, one away. So just like how the Mets had a comebacker for their first out in the top of the first, thanks to Jonathan VR, same thing here from Miguel Rojas in the bottom of the first to Rich Hill. But yeah, the only moves that I recall the Padres making was getting Daniel Hudson as part of the bullpen from the Nationals and getting Jake Marisnick, former New York Met, as a depth outfielder. They did not do anything drastic whatsoever at the deadline, and you know they're dealing with the repercussions of doing so. And Darvish has found himself struggling as well since the sticky situation. So take that as you will. Dave, my man, how are you, buddy? Happy to have you here. What's up, Wari? What's up, Nolan? Great member. I'm having a rough day, but I'm excited for the game and the stream. I'm sorry you're having a rough day, Nolan, but I hope it gets better, buddy. Happy to have you here as it's 0-1 on the count to Chaz Chisholm. And the 0-1 on the count and the pitch. And that's going to be, a hanger pulled right into the shift, toss to first, and quickly 2 away. So Mets making quick work, just like the Marlins did in the top of the first here. And now Miami's down their final out of the inning. Again, guys, if you're interested in the scores right now, in the top of the ninth in Arizona, the Rangers have an 8-3 lead. In the bottom of the third, it's still tied zip between Minnesota and Cleveland. Bottom of the first, Detroit has an early 1-0 lead on Pittsburgh, and that's all she wrote. Other games that have yet to start tonight, 7:40. We have the Phillies and Milwaukee for the series finale. Then we have the Braves and Nationals at 7:20. Those are the 2 games that will probably be most important to us tonight, outside of the wild card matchups also with teams like the St. Louis Cardinals. And do the Reds play today, or do they have an off day today? Let me check real quick. I don't see anything with the Reds. So maybe I think the Reds have an off day today. 1-0 now on the count here to Jorge Alfaro with 2 away. Wardy fan page. What's up, my man? I'm sorry you feel awful. If you want to share, by all means you can in the chat. I'll do my best to try to help cheer you up. But no less, I hope your day gets better, buddy. And I promise you that things will, of course, get better no matter what adversity it is you're facing right now. They play the Cubs. That's what I figured. I just don't see the score for it. Maybe, unless it's cut off from what I'm looking at right now. Am I going this Saturday, the Mets-Yankees game? Deborah, I've been wanting to, but it's probably more towards a no at this point just because of how hectic it's going to be. And with me also wanting to stream that game really bad. So I'm more than likely not going to go to the game unless something changes last minute. But as of right now, I don't think I'm going, unfortunately, as much as I want to go. Just because, 1, ticket prices are redonkulous, and 2, just, everything that's going on with that. And I really want to stream on the channel. So we'll see. Not sold on one thing over the other yet, but as of right now, it's leaning more towards streaming on the channel versus actually attending the game. 1-2 now on the count to Jorge Alfaro, and the catching spot. Pardon me, he's in left field today. he plays corner outfield because he actually has that much speed. Given his stat, you wouldn't expect it given his size. But Jorge Alfaro is like the second fastest catcher in the league, and not named JT Realmuto. Jose, what's up, my man? Happy to have you here. Who, in my opinion, should the Mets go after in free agency? There's a lot of different guys, but we can go over some here in today's stream. But we'll be going over a lot in the offseason act. That's for sure. Still hacked away foul 1 too. Oh, Deborah, why aren't you going to the game? Here, Deborah, why don't do me a favor, Deborah, if you can, just shoot me an email. Don't send the tickets my way just yet. Just shoot me an email so that way I have your email again. So that way we can talk about it further. If not tonight, then tomorrow. Jorge Alfaro is going to rip that one. Center, it looks like a potential bloop, but yes, we have our center fielder, and that is, in fact, Javi Baez, getting amazing range in there into center field and the innings. So the Mets now have the top of the second, still tied 0-0. Mike, what's up, my man? Living the dream as usual. Absolutely, bro. Hope you're doing well. And Deborah, if you don't have, do you have my email, Deborah? If not, I'll put it in the description. Guys, we're 25 likes away from 50 in the chat. So again, if you're just chiming in, make sure to smash that like and subscribe on. Help us get a 50 likes for the halfway point to 100. That would always mean a lot, guys. Again, thank you all so much in advance. Here, I'm going to put, yes, you have it. Okay, perfect. Just don't want, haven't been, oh, okay. I understand, Deborah. Okay, no problem. I'm glad you have it. Awesome. Yeah, just shoot me an email, just saying whatever, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. And again, thank you so much for the offer regardless. If we can make that work, then I'll absolutely be ecstatic. And if, we still don't, then we can definitely maybe figure out a way to get those tickets to someone else if it won't be me. I'm on the fence about Baez, but he sure is an exceptional fielder. Yes, he is, Mikey. And again, I've been since Javi got traded to the Mets, I felt pretty damn confident that he is going to get re-signed by the Mets. Again, we'll see what free agency entails and what the Mets' focus will be and what front office they have, because that's important. But no less, there's just a lot. There's more reasons than not, in my mind, for the Mets to realistically re-sign him, because I just don't see how you can really justify not. Outside of maybe him being stubborn on price. But again, he's the same guy that literally said, I'd like to go to the Mets in free agency when he was still with the Cubs prior to him being traded because he'd like to play with Lindor. And that was his only exception to playing second base. And if you look at Javi's play, you would not think that Baez is not a natural second baseman with just how damn good he is. Mets should go after Chris Bryant. Yes, if KB does in fact hit free agency, I won't be surprised if the Mets target him again. They've been whining him for a while. We all know that. 1-1 on the count here to Javi, and we have a new member, Ghostway, my man. Ghostway, thank you so much for becoming a member on the channel, buddy. That means a lot. Ghostway, I hope you're enjoying that tumbler that we sent to you a while ago because you were the giveaway winner. Javi Baez gets himself a leadoff double with ease, so just further reassuring just how damn good Javi Baez is. Pardon me, that's going to be a deep single, not a double because the throw got in quick. No less, the Mets have a leadoff runner, a leadoff hit now in the top of the second. What's up, Max? How's it going? He also said he wants a $200 million contract. I'm aware. Again, though, that he could find himself probably taking a little less in my mind as a little bit of a hometown discount to stay with the Mets and be with Lindor. So we'll see, but money will not be a problem for the Mets come offseason. I promise you all that. They're going to be smart about it. They're not going to act like drunken sailors, we're aware, but they're not going to have an issue opening up the checkbook for players that they deem is worthy of it. 1 on, no out here in the top of the second, folks. And the first pitch to McNeil, and that's going to be a big fastball ripped and a no avail. It's 0-1 now on the count. I feel like the Mets always have to pay players more. No, maybe in the past, Nathan, but I don't think that'll be that same narrative going forward. I really don't. I truly don't. And again, realize that free agency, you always have to pay out more than what they're worth. That's just the nature of the game. That doesn't just go for baseball. That goes for hockey. That goes for football. That goes for basketball. That's just how it is. So it's always like that. Because you get yourself in a bidding war. And it's going to come down to who wants the most and who's willing to basically overpay to this certain extent. And in a scenario where it's for a highly coveted name that's, so desired by, at least half the league. And the 1-2 here to McNeil tosses back to first. Javi stays. He will not be picked off there. And it's still 1-2 on the count. 18 pitches in for Sandy Alcantara. And the 1-2. And that's going to be ripped, playable from McNeil to left field. Jorge Alfaro's under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Javi Baez stays put, trots back to first, and there's one away. I reckon Scherzer resigns with LA. Yeah, I do. Because Scherzer was willing to go to LA because of obviously their success, and at this point in his career, Max wanted to be vetoed somewhere where he could see himself resigning. So yeah, I kind of fully expect Scherzer to go back to LA. If he doesn't, I'll be mind blown by that. I really will. Someone that would have to outbid so effing hard for Max not to go back to LA in my mind. Either that, or if, say, LA just absolutely has a clunker in playoffs and he feels that maybe they aren't the most fit team, which, again, that's far-fetched as Kevin Pillar gets drilled on the arm, and now there's going to be 2 on with 1 out. Pillar, every single time that man gets hit, I'm so anxious now. Like, I hate it. Like, out of all, can we just, I know it wasn't purposeful, but come on. The man, he's went through his fair share of getting hit by pitches now. Giants to 90 wins. Giants are a damn good ball team. Why they hit Kevin? As if they did it purposely. They did not. This is not an Acuna versus Marlins situation. If you guys don't know that story, do your homework. It's just ridiculous. And Jolly Olive has actually a great video breaking that down, on which more occurrences have happened since then. All right, folks, James McCann is getting set here. 2 on, 1 away. Runners on first and second, top of the second, tied ball game 0-0. First pitch from Alcantara underway. That's a big swing and miss on the slider right down the pipe. It's 0-1 on the count. Here, Deborah. Deborah, you know how to look at the description in the video, right? You just click like below. I'm going to put my email in the description right now, so that way you can email me. That's going to be pitch in the dirt now, even on the count 1-1. That's going to be a double play ball by McCann in typical fashion, and the Mets are now heading to the bottom of the second, leaving a runner in scoring position, 2 on in total. Still tied, 0-0. Mets have 2 hits, the Marlins none at this point. All right, Deborah, I put in the my email in the description of the stream, so just click on it below, go all the way down, and you'll see business inquiries, and right under that we'll have my email, and then that's how you can get it. And thank you again in advance. Yeah, I know. Look, double play. Shit happens, man. It's not fun. Definitely not fun, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second, everybody. Hello from Puerto Rico, Ricky. What's up, my man? Ricky Cortez. I like that name. Hope you're doing well, Ricky. Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. McDouble play. Look, I've always been a James McCann supporter, but the McDouble plays are fine to me because it reminds me of like a Big Mac or a McDouble, just in general. Weather by me is okay, Matthew. How about you? Which Hill has been dealing? Yes, yeah. I mean, look, it's early in this one though, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But yes, he had his best start as a New York Met 5 days ago. Six innings pitched, and 6 scoreless, no runs given up. We will definitely take that for sure. All right, folks. He's not going to get DFA'd. Stop it. I mean, yeah, Nito should be back soon. Again, he was available to come off the IL yesterday. I haven't seen the report on him. I need to check the update on if he's just off the bench right now or not. But yeah, we definitely miss Nito. Nito can bring plenty of the Mets still between obviously his defense and actually gain some clutch hits. Either way, it's 0-1 on the count now to the one of 3 Jesuses in Miami, this time being Jesus Sanchez, the right fielder. Pitch number 15 underway by Rich Hill. And that's going to be, a nasty 68-mile-per-hour curveball in for a called strike. And Sanchez is quickly down to his final strike here of the inning. And the pitch, and that's going to be way upstairs and away. 73 off speed there. 1-2 on the count now. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. I'll check out the email either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll get back to you so we can talk more on it. One away now, and the first pitch here and that's going to be a called strike. Nasty off-speed stuff again. Now to Oscar De La Cruz. Pardon me, Brian De La Cruz. Why am I thinking Oscar De La Cruz? This whole time I've been calling his name Oscar, and his name's Brian. Who's Oscar De La Cruz? Why is that a name? Can someone enlighten me? What? Who's Oscar De La Cruz? And that's gonna be a rip. That's gonna be opposite field double for Brian De La Cruz with 1 away. So runner in scoring position now for Miami with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. See a boxer? Is that what I'm thinking of? I was thinking UFC for a second, but I'm like, hold on. I need to double check this. I literally called him Oscar the entire day yesterday. I think I called him in Mets talk too, that way, and no one corrected me. You guys are useless. Oh wait, Oscar De La Cruz is a Mets prospect. I knew it. I literally knew it. Bro, what the hell? That was so stupid. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. And the 0-1 here. Okay, steps off the mound. Everything's fine. No balk here. Again, if you guys are just chiming in, runner on second, 1 away. Bottom the second here. 21 pitches in for number 21, that being Rich Hill, a.k.a. Dick Bound. And the 0-1. That's going to be ripped straight through that one on the off speed. And just like that, Diaz is down to his final strike of the inning. Deborah, that's awesome. RUDI. What does RUDI stand for? What kind of bar does that stand for? But that's sick, though. I've never met any Met to this point in my life, I don't believe. So it's definitely stuff I plan to do. Check off the bucket list. Definitely as part of the channel, too. 1-2 on the count now, and that's going to be a curveball up in on the hands and ripped foul by Diaz. Still 1-2 on the count. How much does he have on this? What are you referring to, Chris? There's a boxer named Oscar. I believe it, Dom. I really do. Now time is called for. Sports bar. Oh, okay. No, the owner, he went to school with my kid. Oh, Rudy. Oh, okay. Your kid. I like that. I like that name, Rudy, but with an I. I've never seen that before. Runner's going to advance. Toss of first is Alonso. And just like that, there's now a runner on third with 2 away. Mets trying to get out of the inning unscathed. And the Marlins are trying to tack on the first run of this ball game. Yeah, the day Rich Hill hits a home run for the Mets is the day I'll buy his jersey. Here's now Alex Jackson, folks. Banged right around 120 on the season. Part of the trade that sent the home run hitting king for Atlanta. Former Atlanta Brave, now Atlanta Brave again. Second tenure there, Adam Duvall. 0-1 on the count now. What's up, Brandon? Again, guys, if you're just chiming in, thank you so much for being here. Continue to smash that like and subscribe button as always. Love and appreciate everybody. Whoever becomes the 100th like in the stream will get a massive shout out as long as you guys remind me whoever the 100th like actually is. That's going to be ripped to no avail, and Miami's down their final strike here in the inning. Hope you're having a great work day, James. Thank you for being here and for your continued support, buddy. I appreciate that. And that's going to be ripped over the glove of Lindor, and the first run comes in. Miami gets out to an early 1-0 lead thanks to RBI single from the catcher and Alex Jackson. That was a good leap by Lindor too, just not enough. And again, I can't by no one to blame here. You know, it was probably right over the heart of the plate. Actually, yeah, it was. That was a hanger. Well, folks, Miami has a quick 1-0 lead. I'm not going to panic at all. Again, the Mets have had deficits every game, it feels like. So we'll see how they do here. The only thing that I am concerned about, however, is that the Mets this season have been historically worse when they get scored on first versus them scoring first. So we'll see how they do today. First pitch to Isan Diaz. And that's going to be ripped, and that's now going to be a base hit. Going in there is Conforto. Runner's going to advance from first to third. And now there's runners on the corners again, this time with 2 outs. LSD with the $5 donation. Thank you so much for that, LSD. I don't know why Mets fans hate McCann so much. McCann has been a Brave killer. Looks as that might not show up, but he has been clutch. Go Braves, worry. LSD, thank you for the dono. Well, granted, LSD, if the Mets played the Braves all year long, then maybe we have a little bit of a better argument, right? But they don't. But I appreciate the donation no less, and I hope you're having a great night. I don't hope your Braves win, but I hope you have a great night no less. So thank you again for the donation, my friend. All right, folks. First pitch to Sandy Alcantara. The pitcher is going to take a called strike. 0-1 on the count. Sandy's batting .042 on the year with a whopping 178 OPS. And the 0-1. Check back at first. Nice little sidearm action there to whip it on the attempted pickoff. No avail, however. And now it's still 30 pitches in for Rich Hill after surrendering a run. And Miami is 38-22 on the year when scoring first. That's not fun. That's going to be high foul by Alcantara. And it's 0-2 on the count. This is also the same Marlins club that has over 80 losses this year. They only have 22 when scoring first. And the Mets don't have a good record when they get scored on first. Mets are 17-52 this year when getting scored on first, and they're 53-17 when they score first. So they're polar opposite for the most part when they get scored on first versus when they score. So, yeah, not encouraging whatsoever. And Sandy Alcantara is, an absolute stud. Oh, half swing there by, not even half swing, just a horrendous swing by Alcantara to end the inning. Mets get out of there, not unscathed, however. They do give up the first run of the game to Miami. So it's a 1-0 Miami lead, heading now to the top of the third with hits in favor of the Marlins 3-2. Dom, I do think they will sign him to an extension. I don't know what kind of extension we're looking at yet. But I do feel that they're going to lock him up. I really do. I don't think they're going to drag things out like, that the Mets have done historically with guys like, DeGrom and others. But yeah, like I said earlier, because I know someone asked about free agent targets for the Mets. I think the Mets approach in the offseason, and again, we're going to be talking about it so much. We're literally going to be talking about it for months and months on end once the season is over. But I do believe that the Mets' focus in the offseason will be just as ingrained in the free agent market as it will be in the trade market, especially when you look at the guys that maybe haven't done well for the Mets offensively this year, that have still multiple years of control, arbitration eligibility on their contract. You have to wonder what their future holds in Queens. So I do expect the Mets to venture out and consider all possibilities free agent-wise, but I also expect them to do a similar task in the trade market. So we'll see which one they favor over another, but I expect a lot of moves, no less. Do I reckon DeGrom opts out? No way. I really don't. And I stand by that. Slap a C on his jersey? That'd be sick. I love Alonso though, but he's not the captain on this team. From an overall perspective, you could definitely argue that Lindor is the captain on this club, both in the locker room and on the field. Alonso has been unbelievably consistent this year, but there's qualities to Lindor and the leadership aspect, which is why the Mets were so adamant about bringing him in outside of just his play. So I would truly say that Lindor is the position player captain, and the silent captain is Jacob deGrom. What's up, Walter? Long live the king. Yes. Shout out to David. A6 Mets. Speaking of the A6 Mets, I'm excited for that documentary that's going to be coming out on ESPN. Now, granted, ESPN is absolutely dog shit, pardon my French, when it comes to covering the Mets. But I'm excited for this, no less. I'm really looking forward to, Once Upon a Time in Queens, I think it's called. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be hacked away foul, and it's only one on the count to Rich Hill. Hill has one hit on the season. He's 1 for 17 on the year with a 118 OPS. All right, and that's going to be popped away foul. Well, DeGrom's going to get a new deal. That's the thing. The Mets are going to give a new deal to Jake. Larry with a $5 donut. Thank you so much for that, Larry. Larry says, I like September baseball, don't you? Yes, I do. What struggling NY team this weekend has an edge? And who put schedule together opening day, night football, NBC, MLB? Yeah, I don't know who put the scheduling together, but to say who has an edge right now, it's really all going to come into who's hot going into that series, because the Yankees have not been playing good baseball. I think they've lost, how many games have they lost now straight? They've lost 5 straight, I think. They've lost a good amount. So I think it's going to go 1 with momentum, and 2, the Mets already won a series against the Yankees this year on 4th of July weekend. And there's one away now in the top of the 3rd, guys, after Rich Hill got out. So we're back to the top of the order for Jonathan VR. But I being at Citi Field, in Mets land, it's going to be a crazy series. So I don't really think one per team has a significant edge over the other, but you could argue maybe the Mets do between momentum potentially and also with the fans around them. Yes, we're going to have a shitload of Yankees fans there, but a lot of Mets fans will be there too. More than Yankees fans. Yes, Giants were the first team to 80 wins too. And the OO to VR, and he's going to top that one foul. So VR for the 2nd straight time now in this game is out on the first pitch swing. Jonathan, let's not swing that first pitch next time, okay? The way our boys are playing, it looks like we are only missing one piece. I think it's third base and a pitcher. I think it's a little bit more than that, Dom, honestly. I think outfield is something that will be addressed in the offseason too with another bigger bat. But yes, in a nutshell, I think between pitching and third base, Mets have been horrible at third base this year. They have a negative. Last time I checked, they had a negative, was it 11 or 18 DRS, which is defense runs saved at the position. Not good. And that's going to be a pitch inside. The slider misses, and it's 1-0 on the count to Lindor with 2 away and no on. Yeah, Derek Jeter. Yep, everyone that was inducted in the Hall of Fame today. Congratulations to everyone. 1-1 now on the count here, folks. Oh, good take there by Lindor. Now it's a hitter's count 2-1. Brandon, I'm doing great. How are you, my man? Happy to have you in here. And that's going to be another slider taken out of the zone. 3-1 now to Mr. Francisco Lindor. I think there's a really strong chance the Mets sign Stroh, but they need to make sure that they lock that man up. As long as it's not, like a 7-year deal or something. Stroh on a 4 or 5 year deal, I think is more than ideal. I think that's definitely something the Mets should do. That's going to be called strike on the outside corner. Yeah, no, the Mets can't let Stroman walk unless they either acquire a free agent that they believe to be more coveted, which when I think about the free agent class pitching wise, the only pitcher that stands out to me right now that maybe you could argue is better, and that's Robbie Ray, but there really aren't drastic differences at all. And you also have to look at the trade market. That would be the only other thing I would suggest to be maybe why the Mets wouldn't resign Stroh. But Stroh's going to want the bag. I hope the Mets throw to him, because last thing they need is for Stroman to hit free agency, not stay with the Mets, and he goes to a potential rival club like a Zach Wheeler situation, as Lindor is going to pop that one foul to the third baseline. Did I hear what happened to the Astros today about them losing, or did something else happen that I'm not aware of? Because I know they lost today. Thor, I think, is going to get the qualifying offer, and because there's no reason for him to hit the market. I think the Mets have a very good chance on bringing both Noah and Stroman back. Okay, and Francisco Lindor is going to be walked, so there is a 2-out base runner for the Mets now, folks. Yes, Lindor looks great at the plate. 1-0 on the count here to Alonso with 2 out, 1 on, top of the third. Pitch number 39 about to be underway by Sandy Alcantara. Pete, who got things started for the Mets for the second consecutive day, this time being with an opposite field double. Unfortunately, the Mets were not able to do anything with it, but he did get the first hit of the day for the Mets. And the 1-0. And that's going to be pitched in the dirt. They check back at second, and they're going to call Lindor out. Maybe they're going to review for Francisco's sake, but from that angle, it does look like Francisco Lindor is out. And if so, now the Mets head to the bottom of the third, still losing 1-0. I respect Lindor trying to be aggressive there, absolutely, especially in a 2-out situation. But one thing that I've noticed with Francisco, he's fast, but he's not Javi fast. You know what I mean? Like, I almost feel like I can't even say he's a little too stocky because there are definitely strong, stocky guys in the league that can steal bags. But Francisco, he's fast, but he's nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Javi could steal a bag over Lindor almost any day of the week, especially with how he slides into bags. That time it really wouldn't matter too much because he got tagged behind him, but no less, Javi's a better base stealer in my mind. No, Baez is fast. I don't underestimate Baez's speed. He is very fast, but he's phenomenal base runner when he's supposed to be. Sometimes he gets caught up looking stupid, but when it comes to actually going into a bag, he's one of the best there is in baseball. It's the jump. That's an important factor as well. May need surgery soon. Who will need surgery soon, Dominic? Oh, Dom. Yeah, Dom. I don't see DeGrom getting traded. No. Let's pray to God that he doesn't need surgery anytime soon. But yeah, the Mets are not going to trade away. They're literally their face of their franchise. Won't happen. Even with uncertainties with Jake, it will not happen. The only way Jacob DeGrom could possibly get traded in the near future is if he wanted to be traded, where he said, I want out of the Mets. That's the only justification. And there's no reason to believe that to be the case. Trey Turner's a beaut. I love to hate Trey Turner. Let me put it that way. Such a good ball player. We're in the bottom of the third, folks. Mets still losing 1-0 here. One and one now on the count with no outs. Pitch number 35 underway by Hill, and that's a big swing and a miss there for Miguel Rojas for his second bat of the day. It's now 1-2 on the count. Are we wasting DeGrom's prime? Of course we are. We just got to do our best to get him success before, he's in the twilight of his career, which I don't think is happening anytime soon. He's a guy that literally gets better with age, as crazy as that is. That's going to be curveball that misses the outside corner. It's 2-2. And the 2-2 underway, and that's going to be ripped foul to the third baseline. Still even on the count here. Yes, according to Sandy, Jake had a partially torn UCL, but that part that was torn has since healed itself because, again, a sprain is a tear. So he was making it clear not to blow this, out of proportion in the sense of it was torn, but it has since healed itself, and that's why he has clean MRIs, which, I'm going to, until proven guilty, I'm going to believe that's the case. And again, that's happened with numerous players. Lugo had a very similar situation that he was perfectly fine from. There's always going to be natural scares, and that's going to be pop up for another out. There's always going to be scares when you hear UCL and a partial tear, but from what Sandy indicated, it's not in the portrayal that a lot of people are taking it right now. Again, the UCL can be torn and heal by itself depending on the degree of the tear. According to Sandy, the degree of the tear was not serious enough for it not to heal. It has since healed fully, and it's fully intact at this moment, and that's why he's active, throwing every day, and that's why there's people believing that maybe he's going to pitch for the Mets in a week. Again, I don't see that happening, but if it does, then huzzah, here we are. So the Mets are not going to put Jacob deGrom in a situation where it's not going to benefit him, in my mind. And the 0-1. And that's going to be fast. That should have been a called strike on the off speed, but it's now 1-1 on the count here. I think final score is going to be 4-3 Mets as Mets talk with Luis. Okay. That's a big swing and a miss by Jazz Chisholm, the rookie. And he's down to his final strike of the inning. Whoa, guys. I'm not going to jinx it, and I hope people don't jinx it too, even though I know you guys are savages. But look at the Twins and Cleveland game that's rotating here on the screen. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to pull that up right now. I see the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I saw, yes. And that's a big swing and miss. So now there's another out here, folks. And again, guys, if you're just chiming in, we do play-by-play and reaction. We're Mets-based. This is a Mets channel. This is the biggest Mets channel from a Mets fan perspective on YouTube there is. So again, if you guys want to join the community, if you're new, please make sure to be here and smash that like and subscribe button. It always does mean a lot, guys. Thank you so much in advance for the continued support. With two away now, here's Jorge Alfaro playing left field, normally a catcher, but again, plenty of speed in that corner outfield, so he's been utilized as such at times this season. From Don Mattingly, it's 1-0 on the count here, 44 pitches in for Rich Hill. And the pitch. And that's going to be a fastball inside. 2-0 now on the count. Remember when he homered off of DeGrom back in April? Yes. He's one of the few guys that hit homer off of DeGrom all year. It's crazy. And Jazz has 2 homers this year, I believe, hitting off of 100 plus mile per hour, 100 plus miles per hour, I believe. Because I think it was 100 or 101 by DeGrom in that first home series that Jazz ripped. And that was the only run the Mets gave up that game, at least DeGrom. And they ended up losing because they didn't have any offense. 2-1 now on the count here to Jorge Alfaro from Rich Hill. Red, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but the Marlins can't pitch a perfect game because they've already given up a couple hits. And the 2-1. Curveball, chopper, right there to Lindor, tosses a first, and that'll do it for the inning. Jorge Alfaro flying down first, but not enough. The Mets now head to the top of the fourth, still down 1-0. Do I expect us to upgrade corner outfield spots and third base in the offseason? Yes, I do. You want to see Thor back? You're preaching to the choir, my man. All right, folks. Again, I appreciate everyone being here. As we are currently in between innings, we're going to take our first of 2 commercial breaks here in the stream. Hope you guys enjoy. Before we go any further, I want to thank BetQL for sponsoring today's video. Want to get an advantage over your sportsbook? You need to download BetQL, the only app you'll need to make smart bets. Their best bet computer model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you the best bet recommendation for every game across all major sports and gives you the reasoning behind why you should place the bet. Their model covers everything from spreads, over-unders, and player prop bets. And if you don't want to use the model, prefer to do your own research, BetQL has all the necessary tools for your research needs. There is sharp data so you can see who the pros are backing, line movements so you can jump on the betting opportunities in real time, team summaries highlighting previous success against the spread and the over-under, and team lineup breaking news and injury status updates. Plus, you can save all your picks in one place to track your success and winning streaks, as well as view your rank on their leaderboards. So head to the App Store or Google Play Store right now to download BetQL. You can also head to try.betql.co/Wardy to get started now. Enter discount code Wardy at payment checkout for 25% off any of their subscription offerings. You can, of course, find all this information in the description down below. Make sure to check out their BetMGM offer in the description in order to receive a free year of BetQL. Also, check out their sportsbook offerings if you live in one of the eligible states to claim free offers upon signing up at one of the many sportsbook listings. Don't miss out on the chance to beat your sportsbook this football season. All right, folks, and we back, and I'm trying to see what the scores are. The Nationals, just like yesterday, are off to an early lead against the Braves. They're up 1-0 already in the top of the first with 2 away. So, again, I'm not going to bet the house that lead stays, but no less, it's always good to see them actually get an early lead. I will definitely take that. Larry with the $5 dono, my man. Thank you so much. My friend Greg going Friday and sitting in section 130. I would have went, but still in the hospital, rehab, COVID, would have sat and disabled with friend who died. Oh, I'm so sorry, my man. Again, rest in peace to your friend. I think I remember you telling me about that, Larry. So rest in peace to your friend. And again, I hope you continue to get better. I know you're still rehabbing in the hospital right now, and I appreciate the donation no less. But I hope your friend has a great time at the game Friday. He better be sending photos to you and all that fun stuff. But again, thank you so much for the donation. Continue to feel better, Larry. We're all praying and appreciating you. 1-1 on the count here in the top of the fourth for Pete Alonso. Pete's third at bat of the day already. No, it has to be second, right? Pete's going to hack that one opposite field. Is that going to drop? And it'll be caught in a diving, beautiful catch there from the right fielder. And, Jesus Sanchez. Nice catch. And there's one away. I might be going to the 9/11 game. Nothing's certain yet. I'm either going to go or I'm going to be streaming on the channel. And again, thank you all so much for the kind words throughout the chat, everybody. I appreciate you all. And get some more dono hype in the chat for my man Larry if you haven't already, guys. I'm not sure if you guys saw, by the way, but the Tampa Bay Rays called up one of their top prospects today. Another guy with the last name Alo or Allow, with whatever it is, but he's an absolute stud. So similar to Wander Franco, Tampa, they're already the best team in their division, and they're going to continue to get better. I can't believe they called him up. When I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, they're just so locked and loaded. It's insane. All right, folks, 0-2 here on the count with 1 away in the top of the fourth. That's a big swing and miss by Conforto, and now there's 2 away. Michael strikes out for the second time today. Has not been fun going up against Sandy Alcantara. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my man, about losing your dad. I hope I know that happened a long time ago, but thoughts and prayers with you and your family, no less. That's so sorry to hear. Yeah, I had pneumonia when I was a kid, and that wasn't fun. Thankfully, it wasn't to the same severity, but yeah, it's definitely, illnesses are a terrible thing. So I'm so sorry to hear that, buddy. And Sandy, happy to have you here, my man. Great member on the channel. 0-1 on the count here to Javi Baez. Javi ripped himself an Oppo single last time up. And the 0-1, that's going to be topped away foul by Baez. It's now 0-2 on the count. And that'll do her for the inning, folks. Sandy has been absolutely killing it against the Mets here. He's been dominant all year long, and now the Mets head to the bottom of the fourth. Still down by a run, 1-0. Yep, and if you guys don't know, again, the Nationals are up 1-0, but again, there's already 2 guys on with 1 out in the bottom of the first. So I expect that to be a high-scoring game, and I expect the Braves to win. If the Braves don't win that game, huge plus for the Mets, but I fully expect the Braves to win tonight. No need to apologize, Insanity. Graveyard shift. Now, I'm not sure where we are in the like count again, guys, but again, continue to smash those buttons. Kill it like you always do. Again, thank you for the support. And of course, make sure to subscribe as well if you enjoy this consistent content. As I mentioned before, we will be live again. We're going to be off tomorrow. I'm going to be away, going to a concert tomorrow, actually. Friday, we will be back live on the channel. We'll be live twice on the channel and once on a separate person's channel. So at 1 p.m., right around 1 p.m. Eastern time, we will be live. And Luis, have a great day, buddy. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to you. We will be live around 1 probably for Mets Talk, previewing this series. We're at 50 likes. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. And then we'll be recapping the series and previewing the Yankees series. Then at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, we will be on Unhinged Yankees channel. Check him out with Patrick. He's an absolute beauty. We'll be on his channel breaking down the series preview again further from more of a Yankees side of things and my point of view as a Mets fan. So definitely check him out. I'll have that posted in the community tab on Friday. And then we'll be live on the channel for the game on Friday. Saturday, I'll either be in attendance, and if I'm not, then we will be live on the channel for the 9/11 game, which will be emotional. It'll be just crazy event. If you guys don't know, it's going to be Bobby Valentine, Bobby V throwing out first pitch to Joe Torre for representing the Yankees, of course, to actually catch it. So it's going to be crazy. Mike Piazza and a bunch of other Mets alumni will be in attendance. I'm sure same thing with the Yanks to an extent. And then Sunday night, the Sunday night game, that's at 8 p.m. Eastern time or so. We'll be live on the channel for that as well for the Mets and the Yankees game. But we will also have Patrick from Unhinged Yanks co-hosting that stream with me. So we really have a balance of both the Yankees coverage and Mets coverage here, going back and forth and seeing who prevails in the end. So I'm either going to be depressed with a Yankees fan on the stream if the Mets lose, or he's going to be depressed seeing the Yankees lose to the Mets on a Mets stream. So it's going to be entertaining, no less. I'm excited for it, guys. 0-2 here on the count now from Rich Hill. MGK? No, I'm not going to a Machine Gun Kelly concert. The polar opposite of a concert that I'm going to. I'll let you guys keep guessing, though. LSD, Nats pitcher just got tossed for throwing at Freeman. Why would he throw at Freddie, let alone this early in the game? That's absurd. What? What happened? What was the build-up to that? So there's one away now in the bottom of the fourth, folks, and it's quickly 0-1 on the count now to Brian De La Cruz. Country concert? No, I'm not a country guy. I'll give you a hint. The artist is Canadian, but it's not Drake. And it's 1-1 on the count now. That's going to be off-speed pitching for a called strike. And it's 1-2 now on the count to Brian De La Cruz. Nickelback. Jesus, no. And the 1-2. And that's going to be ripped. And that'll be a one-out base knock for De La Cruz. And Marlins have a guy on with 1 out, folks. The Weeknd, no. Good guess, though, just by the Canadian connection. Good guess. Will Smith threw his hardest pitch at Soto yesterday. Was that purposeful? That was the same Will Smith that hit Kevin Pillar, as we know. Is it rap? No, it's not rap. You guys aren't going to guess it. Sum 41? No. You're not going to guess it, I guarantee. It's a renowned person, but you're not going to guess it. And now getting under is Javi Baez at first. Says, no need, Pete. I'm going to get this. For genre, it's hard to explain. It's I don't know how to explain his genre. It's normal. Like it's just normal. Like I don't know. 2 away now with 1 on in the bottom of the 4th, folks. Shawn Mendes, no. Not Celine Dion, no. Neil Young, nope. Khalid, nope. Not The Weeknd. Oh, they threw Freeman's head first and his shoulder next. What? That's so... Why? Bieber, no. I don't even know who that is. K-Tranda. 0-1 on the count here, folks. 56 pitches in now for Rich Hill. What generation? Our generation. I mean, I should say... He's been around for a couple decades. But he's an average aged adult. I don't know his exact age, but I'm assuming he's in his 40s. And the 0-1. That's going to be ripped. Okay. 0-2 on the count. And yes, it is Michael Bublé. You got the guess right. And I've never been to a concert like that before. I do like Michael Bublé, however, so I'll be going tomorrow because my mom originally won the tickets like a year and a half ago. I was so excited to go, but she can't go. So I said, I'll go. So I'm going to be going to the concert. Yes, it's Michael Bublé. Like I said, a very, very odd pick. And that's going to be a strikeout there to end the inning, folks. So the Mets now head to the top of the 5th. Still down 1-0. You guys don't know, Michael Bublé is a huge hockey fan. He's a diehard Vancouver Canucks fan. He's a huge hockey fan. I know that especially because a hockey YouTuber I used to watch like all the time, the hockey guy, he's actually like best friends with him now. He's even been to his house and I've hung out with him. He's gotten endless custom jerseys from Bublé when he goes to concert arenas and they give him a free jersey and stuff. He's just a huge hockey buff. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, I'm sure I will, Deborah. I'm looking forward to it. That was my last possible guess. Yeah, I mean, that exactly. It's not something I think the average person would guess. His Christmas songs do bang. 100%. Larry with another $5 dono. Thank you so much, Larry. March, a few years ago, Hub to settle without going to court, suing the Brooklyn Cyclones because fell down on property and hurt. As for money and Amazin job with the Mets. Larry, so you're trying to reach a settlement? I'm so confused. Neil Young, no. So you're trying to reach a settlement from falling at a Brooklyn Cyclones game? I don't understand though. Why you would be trying to get a job with them. You can't get a job with the Mets. That's not how that works. I love you, Larry, but I don't know what your rationale is there, my friend. Last thing that'll ever happen is if you fall in a venue and you're like, all right, let's reach a settlement. Hire me. That just doesn't happen. So I'm very confused by your remark. I appreciate the donation, but you've left me really, really thinking about a lot right now. Richie, what's up, my man? Hype in the chat for Richie in the chat. Great member on the channel. But yeah, it just I still can't get over that comment. I really can't. What? Phillies are up 1-0 early on the Brew Crew in the top of the first with 2 away. And the Nationals are still up 1-0 to this point. But again, they've had to do a pitching change after getting their starting pitcher thrown out. Good job, Matthew, on your tennis player. Can I sing? He always sings with someone from the... I can't sing the way he can. My goodness. If you want your ears to bleed, then yes, I can gladly sing. All right, folks. 1-0 now on the count to Jeff McNeil as pitch number 50 is about to be underway from Sandy Alcantara. 1-1 on the count here to McNeil. Here, give me 1 second, folks. All right, I'm back, folks. Jeff McNeil flew out to right field, so there's one away in the top of the 5th. Would I prefer Marcus Semien or Javi Baez? Because Marcus Semien isn't an option. Okay, I have a bridge to sell you. If you think Marcus Semien will not resign with the Blue Jays, the only way he doesn't resign with Toronto is if Toronto doesn't want to resign him. Marcus has been killing it. He's in an electric offense. All that team needs is a little bit more stability in that rotation and a competent bullpen, and they will be one of the best teams in baseball next year. And they're on a run right now that could very well having them potentially crack the wild card. They're only a couple games out right now. They've been rolling, absolutely rolling. So to answer your question, Semien will not be an option in my mind. 0-2 on the count here to Kevin Pillar. Superman, baby, at the plate. Mets announcers talking Jets football. Well, it's football season, Deborah. That makes sense. Dominic with the funny comment. That's nice. And that's going to be a heater to strike Pillar out 100 miles per hour. Oh my God. I feel like it was years ago when we saw Jake pitching and, just consistently throwing 100, 101. Man. That's why I said, guys, like I said earlier this year, you had to appreciate every single DeGrom start because who knows how long these would stay. And if we would see how long would that span go on for Jake, man. Just, I still can't get over his start to this season was just there was nothing better in baseball in their history. No pitcher had a better start to a season. Just insane. And DeGrom still, I'm almost certain, still leads the league. And the amount of pitches he's thrown as a starter with 100 miles per hour or 99 plus miles per hour or more, which is all you need to know. And it's 0-1 now on the count for McCann with 2 away. No on. 56 pitches in for Sandy Alcantara on the top of the 5th. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. Steven, I'm not sure why you maybe didn't respect me before, but I'm happy you do now. I appreciate that. Am I biased? Of course, I'm going to be biased when it's in times that bias is needed for talking about our Mets. But yes, I'm aware of the rest of the league, and I will definitely give credit where credit's due, even if I despise a team. 0-2 on the count here still, folks, with 2 away in the top of the 5th. Yes, they do need to re-sign Robbie Ray. He's going to get the bag. People view him as a Cy Young favorite right now in the AL. Outside of Garrett Cole. Big swing and miss. High fastball. No chance for James. Mets now head to the bottom of the 5th. Still down by a run. The only upside to this game, folks, is that I could say is 1, it's going awfully quick. Yesterday's game was like 4 hours. And 2, all the Mets need is a run to get back in it. So if there's any positives to take out of it, they just need a run. Checking across the league again, though, guys, scores are looking like the following. I'm actually trying to double check right now. Hold on. The Indians lost the perfect game. You hate to see it. Oh, okay. So a lot of I'm looking more at the Nationals and Braves game right now because Freddie Freeman went over to Davey Martinez in between innings to talk more about getting thrown at because I love Freddie. Again, there's nothing that I hate more than Freddie Freeman being at Atlanta Brave because he's literally one of my favorite players in the league. My goodness, if there's ever a time where Freddie, like if he doesn't go back to the Braves, this I know he will, but if he doesn't, I literally cry with tears of joy. I haven't listened to much of Donda yet, and I haven't listened to much of GLC either. I'm usually very delayed. I'm not the type of guy to just go all in on an album when it drops, unless it's a very, very specific artist. Let's see here. Hey, Wari, what's up, Andre? What's our biggest need this offseason? Biggest need is probably to, again, upgrade third base. Then you're also looking at structuring out your rotation, corner outfield, really last offseason, but again, in a nutshell. We're in the bottom of the fifth now, folks. 1-0 ball game. Nationals have a 1-0 lead in the top of the second also with a runner on first with no outs yet. Larry with another donation. Thank you so much for that, Larry. I mean, I don't fell down by statue during a security guard to help me, and I just want them for medical bills and if I can get a job in the Mets organization. Okay, so you want help medically because obviously a lot was charged to you because of what transpired. And naturally, you want to see if you can get a job in the Mets organization. Okay. Again, getting the Mets job is something that I don't see realistically happening in your situation from like just trying to combine those two. But as a separate thing, that could definitely be a possibility depending on what your credentials are and everything. But yeah, no, I wish you good luck, no less, and everything that you're trying to accomplish there for sure. That's going to be the first out away. Lindor and Baez together just makes me smile so much. It's ridiculous. Either way, one away now, the top of the fifth, 61 pitches in for the Mets. What are Javi and Lindor laughing about? Guys, I don't hear the broadcast, by the way, so please let me know. Yes, background music is something that we had at earlier streams this year. Then my software got all stupid and I couldn't even do it. Now I can have whatever I want in every stream. So going in the off season as well, we're going to be making more templates. We're going to be getting graphics in. My goal is to also be getting player highlights in as well throughout the games. A lot of stuff's going to be going on. So yeah, streams are only going to continue to get better and better with visuals and a lot of different fun stuff that you guys simply haven't seen before. And the 0-2. And that's going to be hacked away. Foul on the curveball by Alcantara, as there's already one away in the bottom of the fifth. About to be 2. What's my thoughts on Mike Conforto being signed this offseason? I think Conforto gets signed as long as he takes a qualifying offer. Still wants to run the count here to Alcantara. Oh my God! Stop it with the Lindor slander. I will not stand for it. Will we win this game? I hope so, Ryan. I can't tell the future, but I can tell you that we're down by a run, so definitely is a possibility. Ooh, Toronto has bases juiced on the Yankees here in the third with only one out, and Bo Bichette's coming up at the plate. Yeah, the Blue Jays are gaining the lead. That's going to be hacked away foul the right side. Alcantara keeping that bat alive, still 2-2. That's cute. I say stuff like, I literally say that's cute. I used to say that all the time when I was younger as like a joke. And like if you're mocking something, especially, I'm like, oh, that's cute. Either way, 2-way for Rich Hill. Another out. We'll take it, baby. Let's get one more to end the inning here, folks. Yes, my AL team is the White Sox. I chose them right around when Lucas Giolito got traded to the White Sox from the Nationals as a young, promising prospect. and the Amazin deal. That's when I chose the White Sox because I knew that they were on a path to success, had a lot of very young, promising pitchers and hitters in their system, and I really knew that they were going to break out. And also when Yoan Moncada got traded as well, because I loved Yoan Moncada when he started off with the Red Sox. He was the number one prospect in baseball, got traded in that Chris Sale deal. That White Sox have been my team for a couple of years now in the AL. They're killing it. I'm so happy for them. And outside them, I really like the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm loving what they're doing this year. Their offense is so you can't do anything else but admire it. As Rich Hill unfortunately drills Rojas now, and there's going to be a 2-out base runner in the bottom of the fifth here, folks. 70 pitches in for Mr. Rich Hill. But yeah, White Sox are my AL team, and then other teams that I definitely admire are the Toronto Blue Jays. If I'm thinking about other AL teams, there's really not too much. Tampa, I definitely admire. Boston, I really admire as well at times, just from how they're ran as an organization and when it comes to their managing. But yeah, I would definitely say the two teams. And I the Angels just because of Shohei and Mike, but they need to get competent pitching, man, or they're just going to continue to waste those careers. Two out, one on for Chaz Chisholm. The rookie is up for another time here today. He recorded a hit last time up, I believe. L team's Blue Jays, nice. That's going to be called strike right down the pipe. And it's only one on the count. Who I think is going to come close to the wild card, Mariners or the Blue Jays? Blue Jays have been so damn hot right now, so it's hard to go against them. But at the same time, Seattle beat the Astros today, man. Seattle's playing damn good baseball. It's going to come down to the pitching. So if you're looking more pitching in the bullpen, you have to favor Seattle. But I don't know. Just Toronto's offense it's arguably the best in baseball, man. I'm biasly saying I'm going to go with Toronto because I really, really want Toronto to make playoffs. Brewers tied it. Love to see it. Brewers are now tied with the Phillies 1-1 in the bottom of the first with 2 on in scoring position with only 1 away. So looking to add more. Rich Hill tosses the first. Make sure Miguel Rojas stays put. He does just that. Edwin, I still think that it's smartest for Michael, even in a not flooded market, I should say. Call strike right down the pipe. 0-2 here to Jazz. I still think what's best for Michael is take the qualifying offer and have a better year. Because let's be honest, even if Michael hit for agency, he's not going to get the contract that he was looking for whatsoever. I really think it's smart for Conforto to take the qualifying offer. And I'm not just saying that because I want him back with Mets. I'm saying that because I really do think that it's best for him to sign the qualifying offer, have a bounce back year, and bet on himself the same way that Marcus Stroman bet on himself this year on a qualifying offer with the Mets, and now he's going to get the bag, rightfully so. 1-2 here on the count now. I know Boris, but Boris is a schmuck, all right? Michael can control his own fate in the end. If he wants to stay with the Mets at least still have interest in wanting to keep him. I think, like I said, if Michael parts ways with the Mets, I think it's going to be more so on the Mets' reluctancy to wanting to bring Michael back versus Michael actually wanting to stay with the Mets. I think the issue will be more with the Mets organization and who's in front office versus Michael wanting to come back personally. That's going to be a strikeout there to end the game, folks. Let's get some K-hype in the chat, everybody. And we're almost at 60 likes, guys. So again, continue to smash those buttons and help us get to 100 by the end of the stream. Always love and appreciate everybody's support. Yes, I agree with you too, Dom. I absolutely do. They Angels fans deserve so much better, man. I still don't understand why they decide to go all in on Anthony Rendon. Idiot. And not that Rendon's a bad player, but he had, significant surgery this year. Just stupid. The money they could have allocated that money to so much better pitching, but because they couldn't get Garrett Cole, they felt, we still need to get a big name, regardless if it's pitching. No, you don't literally give what? How much money? They gave over $300 million to Rendon, right? Why are you doing that? Why? You need pitching. They literally their entire draft this year was pitching. And they're going to be rushing guys. You need pitching. You have the 2 best players in the world on the same damn team. It reminds me so much of, in a lot of ways, if you're doing the hockey references, of Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin. Like, you have the two best players in the league. Penguins were able to get the job done. They've won 3 cups with them. Angels have nothing to show for anything. During Mike Trout's entire tenure in LA, the Pujols contract was god-awful, and now you have Rendon. It's like, as soon as you got rid of Pujols, now you have the Rendon one that you're worrying about. Holy shit, I just feel so bad. Like, logical Angels fans even know that they want those guys gone if nothing changes, because it's horrendous what they are doing there. It is god-awful. It pisses me the hell off because Shohei Ohtani... Let me put it this way. Just imagine if Mike Trout was in a market not with the LA Angels. Just imagine if he was with the other team in LA. He would be the face of the MLB. When in reality, people will argue, oh, yes, he is. But at the same time, Mike Trout's the best in baseball, and he doesn't get nearly as much marketing that he deserves whatsoever. I haven't been hearing anyone complaining about Mike Trout that's been out with injury this year. Shohei Ohtani has been, so electric, but he's been blowing up because he's literally the second coming of Babe Ruth, and then some Rich Hill grounds out one away. My point is, you have 2 generational effing talents on your club. You've already wasted Mike Trout's more than likely best years. Mike is still going to be an amazing player, but you probably argue his best years have happened, especially when he was a stolen base king. He doesn't have that kind of speed anymore, at least that type of aggressiveness on the bags. Now you have literally a guy that can hit 40-plus bombs, 100-plus RBIs a year, and has a 3 ERA. Like, what? Like, I just... Someone needs to smack some reality and sensibility in the Angels organization, man. If they just had an average effing rotation and bullpen, God, like... Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Only one on the count here to Jonathan VR. Mama Worm, thank you so much. I love you too. Happy to have you here. Oh, thank you, James, for the kind words. I appreciate it. And the 0-1. That's going to be top to foul pulled. Little out in front of that one. And it's 0-2, down to his final strike. Dominic, it's okay. That's the rants is like how I feel about the DH, but I've ranted about it so many times this year. I'm just prepared for us to have the DH next year, so I don't have to rant about it anymore. Jonathan VR strikes out. No one can catch up to that top cheddar from Alcantara. Bryce has 11 more years with the Phillies. If Bryce plays out that entire contract with the Phillies, which I do not believe he will, but let's go with the assumption he does. 11 more years. How many playoff berths does he have? I don't think he gets more than 4. And I think 4 is generous. 1-0 on the count here, folks. Phillies just walked, bases loaded. Oh, my goodness. Yes, 2-1, baby. Let's go. And the 1-0 here to Lindor. That's going to be off-speed outside corner. I like this umpire today. Granted, I've been looking away for some, but I like this umpire today. He's been on the money, finally. If Jays make playoffs, does Vladdy get MVP? No. You can't justify having anyone over literally Babe Ruth times 10 in baseball. No, you can't. No. Vladdy's an amazing hitter. He's literally, you could argue, the best hitter in the league right now. But remember, MVP is not just a hitting award. Pitchers can win. And Shohei has done enough pitching and far enough hitting to justify being MVP. His WAR combined is ridiculous. So no, it's no one can top Shohei. Doesn't matter if Vladdy, single-handedly helps lead the Blue Jays. Remember, though, Vladdy is one of many awesome hitters in that lineup. There's a reason why the Blue Jays are so good that they are. It's not just if the Blue Jays only have Vladdy, they would be nowhere this year. When you got all these other pieces, and Marcus Semien having a borderline MVP year, and his 1-year free agent sign, George Springer, when healthy, has been killing it for them. Huge on-base guy, and has pop in his bat, as we know far too well. You look at Bo Bichette, an absolute stud in the infield, and is so good on this bags. You have others, whether it's, even guys that are a little bit more depth, or Teoscar Hernandez smashes the ball so well. Yoler Gurriel Jr. is so damn good. The list goes on. And it just feel like every guy on that roster has at least 20 bombs, 75 to 80 RBIs. Like, no. Yeah. No. What Shohei has done this year, there's no better player in baseball. And the 3-2. That's going to be ripped. Fastball right down the pipe. That'll do her for the inning. Francisco Lindor strikes out. Again, no one can catch up to Alcantara tonight. No one. I feel like after Harper's time with the Phillies, he will go to the Padres. Interesting that you suggest that. Maybe the Mets won't start Hayne until the 7th. We'll see. Well, I'm going to check what Alcantara's pitching count is at right now. What happened to Slam Diego? Inconsistencies is what happened. Hold on. Okay, Alcantara's at 72 pitches. Shit. He might go 8 tonight. Oh, no, this won't be good. I do not need the Mets to not do anything, let alone at all, or not until the 9th. Like, we need it. We need it ASAP. Like, ASAP Rocky right now. But with saying that, folks, I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. So stay beautiful, stay classy. Continue to smash that like and subscribe button. Help us get to 100 likes. Be back in 1 minute, folks. All right, folks, and we back, and I'm out of focus. Hold on, folks. I've been getting out of focus way too much on the damn camera lately. There we go. That's going to be a called strike. So the runner on, I did not see. I'm assuming it's a base hit. So 1 on, no out. Bottom is 6. 1-1 now on the count here, folks. And Larry with the $10 dono. Thank you so much for that, Larry. How many years? Trout has too many. Ohtani has a couple years left still. Not nearly as big as Mike Trout, though. Byron Buxton only has Byron. I'm trying to think. Does Byron have 1 year left? I think Byron has 1 year left. Byron is the only guy that could actually be realistic of those three. And again, I appreciate the donation. Everyone, get some hype in the chat for Larry for the $10 dono. Thank you so much for that, my man. You know how much I appreciate that. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay. 2-1 now on the count. As Jesus Sanchez, I just see toppled over there on the pitch inside. Good morning. Streaks on Snap. I don't do streaks on Snap. I almost never use Snap. Oh wait, come on. Wow. F me, right? There we go. Thank you. Why am I going out of focus so much? But yeah, I haven't done streaks on Snap in a couple years. Like not a high school little boy anymore. I don't be doing that. Yeah, let's do Snap streaks just to show my ceiling, like once every 8 hours, because that makes sense. No corner of my face. Yeah, let's do that because that's fun. 2-2 on the count. 1 on, no out. Bomb the 6. 80 pitches in for Rich Hill. And the pitch, and that's going to be half swing. Oh, beautiful strikeout there on Sanchez. Disgusting stuff. Rich Hill is, in fact, that guy, baby. 1 out, 1 on now. Let's get some K-hype in the chat for Rich Hill. Larry with another donation. Thank you so much for that, Larry. Sign Wharton GG for a big contract the Mets. I agree. I agree with that one. Who says no? Oh, man, Wardy. I mean, Snap's just, I rarely use it. I just don't see the upside personally. Not like when I was younger and actually interacting with all these different people. When you're working every day doing the stuff I do, you're lucky to get a text from me. And that's going to be caught by Kevin Pillar, who misread that play, but was able to get out in front. So there's 2 away now with 1 on, folks. Pillar, who went deeper than he should, dove back last second, makes the catch. And now the Marlins are down their final out of the inning. I don't know what caused him to misread that. I really don't know. All I gotta say though, folks, this is a game the Mets absolutely need to take advantage of, especially given the current scores of the other respective games. The score is still 1-0, Dominic. And that's going to be ripped. Pop-up, playable. Going after its VR is under. And that'll do it for the inning. Mets head to the top of the 7th. Trying to get a rally going here. Still down 1-0. All right, folks. Because we are in a position where the Mets are losing. Heading into the 7th inning. When should we bring Gigi, our rally rabbit of a bunny, in the game? Should we bring her in the 7th, 8th, or potentially 9th inning, folks? Let me know in the chat what inning we should bring her in. And as long as the Mets don't come back by that time, we'll bring her in. So let me know in the chat, guys, what inning we should bring Gigi back. What's up, Bambino? See 8th. I see some 9ths, some 7ths. Now it's Chirilli. Hold on. 8th. Looks like people are favoring the 8th inning more than anything. Some people are saying now, however, too. So. Feel like it should be treated like a save situation, but the opposite, where you don't bring her out until the 9th. I understand that. 8th. Wait till the bullpen comes in. That's how I feel too. All right, folks, we'll wait till the 8th inning as of now. It'll be at the earliest the 8th inning. At the earliest 8th inning. Wow, the Blue Jays didn't score when they had bases juiced 1 out in the 3rd. They have a 1-out base runner, though, and Gurriel. All right, folks. Yeah, we'll wait. And again, I appreciate everybody being here. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream again. Help us get to 100 likes as always. Everyone that's just chiming in would really mean a lot. Or if it becomes 100th like, again, you'll get a massive shout out per usual. You guys probably know that by now. But if you're not new, you'll definitely get a shout out if you become the 100th like in the stream. All right, folks. 0-1 now on the count of Pete Alonso for his third at-bat of the day. Pete is 1 for 2, batting .270 on the year, 32 bombs, 84 ribeyes, and an .876 OPS. He's had an awesome season, awesome September. And again, he's had 3 home runs in his past 2 games. And the 0-1 here from Alcantara. And that's going to be ripped foul to the third baseline. And just like that, Pete is quickly down to his final strike. All it takes is one big hit. And the 0-2. That's going to be ripped foul again by Pete out in front on the slider. Pete needs to choke up and get ready for the here, right down the dick. That's what he needs to get ready for. He's into rabbit stew. Well, Gigi would kick his you-know-what, even if he tried. That's going to be fastball taken. Good. That's what I mean. I'm happy Pete took that. Fastball out of the zone. 100 miles per hour in the 7th by Alcantara. My goodness. Larry with another $5 donos. Yankees losing again in Phillies game just started. Let's hope Philly lose and Mets win and gain ground. I agree. I agree with you 100%, Larry. 100%. Again, thank you so much for the donation, LGM. Oh, slider in the dirt there. Let's go. Back even on the count now. 2-2 for Alonso. And everyone in the chat also, I ask this periodically just because I don't know if audio ever changes throughout the streams, because sometimes it does. Let me know how the audio and the visuals are. Obviously, you see me okay. How do the scoreboards and the text, all that stuff, and the background music? If it all sounds good, make sure to let me know in the chat. 3-2 now, full count to Alonso. Big Meat Pete, who started off this count 0-2, is now working to a full count here. And the 3-2. Oh my God, Pete. I love you, Pete, but why? Why? It wasn't you. That was money, Pete. That was money, Pete. Damn it. Damn, that sucks. Oh, nasty break, but man. Oh. Ryan, it's season over after every pitch. Please just shut up. One away now in the top of the 7th, folks. Now is Michael Conforto. That's going to be an off-speed pitch that misses outside. It's 1-0 on the count. Too close to take, exactly. The Marlins rotation is going to be scary for years to come, man. And the 1-0. And that's going to be ripped by Conforto. Michael goes deep. Come on. Yeah! Let's go! Michael Conforto ties the ball game with a solo shot. Let's go, baby! Be like Mike. Let's go! Oh my God. No doubter. First pitch to Javi, swings and misses there. Just gets off the end of the barrel. Oh my God. Mike's had some bad at-bats too. He struck out twice going into his third at-bat against Sandy. Got beautiful contact. Ripped that. Michael Conforto. Oh my God. I am turning red like the apple in Citi Field. That's exactly what happens. Let's go! Slider misses away. 1-2 now on the count to Baez. Jeurys Familia is getting warmed up in the pen for the Mets. Oh my God! And Javi's going to strike out, and now there's 2 away in the top of the 7th. We needed that so bad. So bad. What a bomb. What a freaking bomb. Jason, stay in the bathroom. One 0 on the count now to McNeil, folks. 86 pitches in for Sandy Alcantara. Tied ball game here. Oh my, that was so needed. Oh, ripped Jeff McNeil right in the glove. That'll do her for the inning. Just like, are you effing kidding me? Yes, Jeff. No, we're not, actually. Michael Conforto ties this ball game up with a solo shot. Mets have 3 hits, the Marlins 5 as they head now to the bottom of the 7th. Looks like Rich Hill's day is done after pitching strong 6 innings of 1-run ball. Again, probably Rich Hill's second best outing now as a Met. He's been looking really good as of late. Oh my goodness. Yes, Tim. Michael's been swinging the bat really well. Michael heard about Ryan's pessimism and pessimistic comments and decided to put an end to it. Yes, he did. Larry, another $5. Thank you so much for that, Larry. Everything perfect. You're perfect. Don't change a thing. We love you, Warrior. The best. Conforto, let's go. Tie game. Finally, we wake up more runs. Larry, you're the best, buddy. I love you too, my man. I appreciate the support and your continuous donations and your beyond, insane generosity that I will always appreciate, as that goes right back in the channel. So again, thank you so much for that. More hype in the chat for Larry with the kind words, of course, and the donation, everybody. Again, continue to smash that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying the stream as you're just chiming in, or if you've been here and haven't hit them yet. What are you doing? Smash those buttons, guys. Always is appreciated. Rich Hill's 41 years of age. What a bomb. Holy, oh my God. Matthew Allen with the subscription. Thank you so much for being here, my man. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the continuous live streams and endless videos, especially heading into the offseason now. That will inevitably be happening on all things Mets. Thank you so much for that, my man. All right, folks. Jeurys Familia is coming in. Rich Hill's day is done after pitching 6 innings of 1-run ball. We will definitely take that. Another strong outing by Dick Mound. And yes, if you guys don't know, that is in fact Rich Hill's nickname. What a monster. Gonna tweet that out right now. He had 8 strikeouts today. Dick Mound is a monster. Yes, he is. All right, folks. Alex Jackson is up. He has the RBI single for the Marlins today. And first pitch from Jeurys Familia is underway in the bottom 7th. That's going to be called strike right down the pipe, 94 here. It's 0-1 on the count. Matthew, stop it. Jesus. 1-1 on the count here to Alex Jackson for Familia. And the pitch. That's going to be pop-up, playable, infield. Under it is going to be McCann. Catches it, and there's one away. Matthew's a guy of culture. Oh, my God. You guys are too much. What's up, Steven? How's it going, my man? Happy to have you here. Happy to have all you guys here. Again, you guys are just chiming in. Michael Conforto just hit an absolute bomb in the top of the 7th to tie this one up, which has been desperately needed for the Mets, who have not done anything against Sandy Alcantara up until that point. Michael had 2 strikeouts against Sandy, from Sandy, I should say. I got absolutely all that one, tied this ball game, and that was absolutely huge. So now the Mets are in the bottom 7th, 1 away, trying to get themselves not just tied right now, but hopefully in the 8th can tack on some more runs. Nationals just got a home run. You'll love to see it. Josh Bell homers. It's now a 2-0 lead against the Braves in the top of the 4th, baby. We'll take that for sure. 1-1 on the count here, folks. But yes, we will definitely take that for sure. Be like Mike. Yes, hyping the chat, guys, for our boy Richie at Jets, Knicks, and Mets Media. Make sure to subscribe to my man, especially if you're a Jets fan, for the best Jets coverage on YouTube. Knicks Media, best Knicks coverage, and of course, Mets for some awesome Mets coverage, in which we have our weekly podcast that we do together after every Mets series, in which we'll be live together again on Friday. Hope you're doing well, Richie. And that's going to be opposite field base hit for, I believe, was that Isan Diaz? I think it was. So there's 1 on, 1 out now in the bottom of the 7th for Miami. Isan Diaz gets himself a pinch hit single. Oh, wait, no, pardon me. Not pinch hit. That was the second hit of the day. My mistake. Yes, Nats have a 2-0 lead. Phillies are losing 2. Let's hope that continues. And oh my, I'm always out of focus. Thank you for coming back. Who's going to win this game? Either the Mets or the... I'm kind of on a hunch, but I think it's going to be the Mets or the Marlins. I could be wrong, though. And pitch, and that's going to be just outside. As Alcantara is staying in this game, folks. He is toying with the bunt attempt to move the runner over from first to second. You thought maybe there would be slight hope that the Mets could get Sandy out of this game after that Conforto home run, but nope. Right now, he looks like he's going to be coming in for the 8th inning, and I said he could go 8 today, so hopefully the Mets can tack on more. And the 1-0, and that's going to be a poor attempt at a bunt, and it's back even on the count now, 1-1. Is he the best pitcher since Jose Fernandez? Rest in peace to Jose. He might be. He actually might be. I can't think of anyone that's been as to the same level since then. So yeah, I'd probably say that's right. I think that's accurate. And the 1-1. And that's going to be a bunt, but foul. Alcantara's down to his last strike, so you have to imagine he's going to choke up here. Get GG Ghostway. Well, guys, everyone in the chat right now. If you guys know GG, my rally rabbit of a bunny, we bring her in to rally the Mets. Do you guys want her in the 8th inning or the 9th inning? Let me know in the chat. It's a tied ball game. So this is where you have to get, you have to get very strategic about how you're going to, go about it. Let's put it that way. Because it's a tied game. We're not rallying. Now it's the point of trying to get the lead. Everyone's saying 9th. Okay. We'll go with 9th then. That's going to be... Oh, wow. He actually got the bunt down. Ah. Damn. He got the bunt down. The throw was in there to get to second, but it was just too high out of the reach of Lindor's glove. Everybody's safe. Now 2 on with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. The only upside I see to this is Sandy Alcantara staying on the base pass for at least a little bit. So, that's always a good thing. If you're trying to get the opposing pitcher out of the game, the longer he's on the base pass and not able to have his jacket on his arm, keeping things hot, that's the only upside. Yeah, I see. Again, the decision is more 9th inning than is 8th inning, guys. So we're going to have to go with 9th inning for GG. Larry with another $5 donut. What happened to former reliever pitcher used to pitch on the Yankees on Mets? Are you thinking about Justin Wilson, Larry? I think that's who you're thinking of. Justin Wilson was back with the Yankees this year. Did not have a good year with them. Dealt with some injuries too. Then he got traded with Luis Sessa, who was also a solid reliever, to the Reds. Oh, wait, no, you're probably thinking of Betances. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, Betances had shoulder surgery out for the season. He's done. His contract is up with the Mets at the end of the year, and he will never pitch a game for the Mets again. Guaranteed. I don't even know if he's going to pitch again in general. We'll see. And the 0-0 to Miguel Rojas. That's going to be a fastball that misses out of the zone. 96 heater there from Familia to no avail. And it's 1-0 on the count here. Francisco Alvarez is in high A. He will not be coming up for at least more than likely 2 years. And the 1-0. And that's going to be off speed, out of the zone. 2-0. Aaron Loop is getting himself warmed up in the pen, folks. So hopefully we won't need him for this inning and that he'll be getting ready to be in the 8th for the Mets. $13 pitches in for Jeurys Familia. And the 2-0. And that's going to be taken for a called strike right down the pipe. 96 on that heat. And it's 2-1 now on the count. 2 on, 1 out. This is a tied Miami Marlins and New York Mets game in the bottom of the 7th. The Mets win tonight, then they will secure the series victory over Miami. And if the Marlins win, then there will be a free-for-all to see whoever wins tomorrow for the series. But every day is do or die for the Mets. They need to win games like this. So we'll see if they will prevail here or not. And the pitch, and that's going to be a little roller right in there to second, toss to first, and that's the double play. Javi Baez initiates it, and that'll get her done. So Mets now head to the top of the 8th. Strong inning for Familia in some adversity. Mets only have 3 hits, but they have the same amount of runs as Miami, who have 6 hits. Mets do have 1 error on the day, however. Thanks to the James McCann throw. Again, scoreboard checking across the league, folks. Chicago Cubs up 1-0 in the top of the 4th over the Cincinnati Reds with a runner on and no out. Detroit Tigers up 5-1 on the Pittsburgh Pirates in the bottom of the 7th with 2 away. Kansas City Royals up 4-0 in the top of the 5th over Baltimore. Phillies down 3-1 in Milwaukee with 1 on in the top of the 3rd. LA losing 3-1, surprisingly this point, to the Cardinals, who are in the wild card race right now, a couple games out. The top of the fourth with one out. Tied ball game 0-0. LA Angels in San Diego against the Padres. Bomb the second, no out. And it's currently 2-0. Nationals lead in the top of the fourth with 2 on. No out against the Braves right now. And it's a 3-0 Blue Jays lead on the Yankees in the bottom of the fourth. You'll love to see that. And yeah, that's all she wrote right now, everybody. So, yes, guys, and as we are currently again in this in-between innings, we are going to be going for our second commercial of the day, guys. And again, thank you so much in advance for watching this. Make sure to check everything down in the description down below from today's sponsor, and they will be our sponsor for the entirety of the month of September. So, again, we'll be taking a quick commercial break here. Before we go any further, I want to thank BetQL for sponsoring today's video. Want to get an advantage over your sportsbook? You need to download BetQL, the only app you'll need to make smart bets. Their best bet computer model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you the best bet recommendation for every game across all major sports and gives you the reasoning behind why you should place the bet. Their model covers everything from spreads, over-unders, and player prop bets. And if you don't want to use the model, prefer to do your own research, BetQL has all the necessary tools for your research needs. There is sharp data so you can see who the pros are backing, line movements so you can jump on the betting opportunities in real time, team summaries highlighting previous success against the spread and the over-under, and team lineup breaking news and injury status updates. Plus, you can save all your picks in one place to track your success and winning streaks, as well as view your rank on their leaderboards. So head to the App Store or Google Play Store right now to download BetQL. You can also head to try.betql.co/Wardy to get started now. Enter discount code Wardy at payment checkout for 25% off any of their subscription offerings. You can, of course, find all this information in the description down below. Make sure to check out their BetMGM offer in the description in order to receive a free year of BetQL. Also, check out their sportsbook offerings if you live in one of the eligible states to claim free offers upon signing up at one of the many sportsbook listings. Don't miss out on the chance to beat your sportsbook this football season. All right, folks, we're back from the break. Here we are in the top of the eighth. Sandy Alcantara's game set to more than likely be the last inning he pitches tonight, as it's currently a tied 1-1 ball game. We're also going to get the background music back up in the streams because I know all you guys love that. Just give me 1 second. All right, we're going to switch back there. Switch that. Beautiful. All right, folks. Kevin Pillar's getting set for another AB today. Has yet to record a hit. And the 0-0. And that's going to be a big swing and miss on the slider, down and away. Beautifully placed by Alcantara. And, respectable swing and miss by Kevin. That's not an easy pitch to lay off of at all. Just out of the zone. And the 0-1. And that's going to be now a bigger swing and miss. Not as respectable of a swing, to be honest. Slider. And it's quickly 0-2. And just like that, Pillar is down to his final strike of the inning. And AB, yes, I am aware the Blue Jays are winning. I'm happy. I'm sorry you're upset, but I'm happy for the Blue Jays. And the 0-2. AB, there's something that I've realized. You do the timestamps. I've been seeing you do that in my streams and the comments. But I don't recall you doing that for when the Mets actually win. So I'm just throwing that out there. Are you just trying to focus and enjoy my misery? If so, I can understand. That's entertainment. I perfectly understand that. But let me know if that's factual or not, because I don't think I've seen you do that for an actual Mets win. It's usually when the Mets lose and I rage about it because the Mets won yesterday. And it's 1-2 on the count here. Oh, Pillar went. That'll do her. One away. Yeah, Pillar had no chance on these sliders whatsoever. That's first out of the inning, folks. And I don't know where we are in the like count again, but as always, guys, continue to smash those buttons. We're getting awfully close to 100, and thank you so much in advance. Make sure to subscribe, too, if you're enjoying the content, per usual. For consistent in-game live streams, normal Mets videos, everything New York Mets you can imagine, this is, of course, the place to be. And that's going to be a called strike inside corner there to James McCann. It's 0-1 on the count. And the 0-1. Oh, big swing and miss on the heater inside. 100 miles per hour. No chance for McCann. So much movement. And just like that, it's now 0-2. He's down to his final strike as well. Awesome. Getting real close to 100. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much in advance for the likes and the support, everybody. And that's going to be fastball out of the zone. Good eye there by McCann. It's 1-2. I'm happy for you, Matthew. McCann does look lost at the plate. I agree. And that's going to be a strikeout. Yep, McCann, fastball, movement, 100 miles per hour. Nasty. The movement on this fastball was very Edwin Diaz-like to me. It's insane. And now, just like that, there's 2 outs. Mets down their final out of the inning. Braves have walked the bases loaded with 2 outs. My goodness. Larry with another donation. Thank you so much for the donation, Larry. You think it's going to be Giants and Tampa Bay, and you think Giants win and Tampa loses back-to-back? That's not a bad prediction at all. That's actually a very realistic prediction from how the year's gone. And the 0-1 here on the count. And that's going to be a big swing and miss by Dom. And it's 0-2. Dom is pinch hitting here. Dominic says, Wardy just called us and why I got you an interview for Annie's job. Make sure you tell them Dominic sent you. Oh, Dom, you're too kind, my man. Oh, the little chopper gets in there, toss it first, and that'll do her for the inning. Mets could not add on anymore. They now had to bomb the 8th. Dominic, I'm assuming that's a joke. So with the assumption that it is, I appreciate you no less. I'll make sure to tell them that you sent me. You know what could shake up the MLB draft? If the bomb 8 teams face each other and the winner gets the number 1 pick in the draft. Ooh. That would definitely shake things up for sure. Sandy Alcantara's out here doing DeGrom stuff tonight. Literally. This man literally hitting 102 in the 8th. Let's see. I want to tweet that out about Alcantara. Phillies have bases loaded, top of the 3rd, nobody out. Yeah, I see that the Nationals were not able to execute when they had bases juiced. Unfortunately, they still have the lead, but it's only 2 runs. Let's see here also. Yep, Phillies do have bases juiced. Unfortunately, no outs. That's not good. Brewers need a double play like Ace. They need a strikeout and a double play. That's what they need. Oh, thank you, Dominic. I appreciate that, my man. You're the best. You've been saying that literally since you started coming on the channel. I really appreciate that, my man. Thank you. Sandy is good. Love you too, Dominic. You know how much I appreciate you and your support, my man. So 1 on the count here for Aaron Loop, however. Bryce Harper up. That's not good. All right, lefty on lefty here against Chaz Chisholm. And the pitch. And that's going to be ripped. Playable, though. VR's getting under it. And it'll be caught. 1 away. Quick out here for Aaron Loop to start things off in the bottom of the 8th, folks. So, guys, remember, top of the 9th, we will be bringing Gigi into the game. So get ready for her. Get ready for her, folks. Larry with another donation. My goodness, Larry. If George Steinbrenner was alive, he will be firing everyone on the Yankees. Do you think Steve Cohen could have a little George Springer in it? No, not nearly to the same extent, no. George Steinbrenner and Steve Cohen are two polar opposite people. Steve is not going to be, trying to fire people like mid-game and stuff. I just don't see that happening. I appreciate the donation no less, but yeah, no, they're not the same. That's going to be ripped for a 1-out base hit there in the bottom of the 8th, folks. Jorge Alfaro gets on base for another time today. He's been on base at least. This has to be his 2nd or 3rd time now for Alfaro. Yeah, he's 2 for 4 on the day now. Having a solid day at the plate. And Aaron Loop gives up a 1-out base hit. Do I think it's worth getting ears pierced? I'm on the line on whether to do it or not. Nick, completely up to you. I've had my ears pierced literally for like a long time, like probably since freshman year of high school. So I honestly don't even think about them. I really don't. So it's just up to you. If you think that'll be a good look, if that's something you want to do, then by all means go for it. I like having them. I've never had an issue with having them. So do whatever you want. If you've been contemplating for a while, I'd say do it. If you end up not liking them, take it out. And then, the holes in your ears will close. Braves home run, Duvall. Oh my God. He's been hitting bombs every game. Every game. Every effing game. Two-one ball game now in the bottom of the 4th. Plenty of ball game left, though. Literally, Duvall hits oh my God. It's just crazy to think about the moves that the Braves made and how, just what they gave up to acquire these guys and them being literally so insane for them, man. Two-one now on the count now to Jesus Sanchez with 1-on-1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Okay, now there's going to be runners on first and second with 1 out. Okay, Aaron Loop in a little bit of a jam here, folks. He needs to get out of this one. Might be Gigi time. I don't think it's Gigi time. I only hate the Braves because my older brother is a Braves fan and gives me crap on being a Mets fan. I mean, your little brother doesn't have a right because it's not like the Braves have been winning anything lately either. And the 0-1. And that's going to be, right into there. Okay, beautiful. Just like the last inning. Double play ball right to Baez at second. toss the first, and that'll do her. Aaron Loop gets out of the jam like he usually does. Loop, there it is, baby. We'll take that. And another donation here from Larry. Thank you so much. Don't worry, Braves make playoffs again. They won't make it all the way, and fans will be upset again at Braves in playoffs as always. I mean, yeah, look, playoffs are a different animal for sure. Braves are the team to beat in the division. Wouldn't be surprising if they make playoffs at all, but again, how they do in playoffs will be a different story. They're the same team that had a 3-1 lead on LA in the 2020 shortened campaign, and we all know what happened there. It was 3-1 or 3-0. They choked, though. I know that much. All right, folks, you know what time it is? We're hitting the top of the ninth. That means it is GG time, folks. We're going to go get the bunny. We'll be right back. Stay beautiful. Oh my God, they really have Alcantara. It's 3-3 ball game for Phillies. See, of course, all good things come to an end, right? 0-2 on the count now, folks. They really have Sandy pitching the whole 9 tonight, as we have GG in the chat, everybody. So get some GG hype in the chat for my bunny. This is my rally rabbit, guys. We bring her in the game for the Mets if they're losing, or in this case, because it's the 9th and it's a tie ball game. And that's going to be ripped by VR, who gets himself a base hit, folks. Mets have a leadoff runner now. And Larry with another donation. Thank you so much for that, Larry. GG, no eating fingers or clothing. They cost too much. Thank you so much again, Larry, for another donation. That means a lot, buddy. I appreciate that. He's still throwing 100 in the 9th. Sandy Alcantara is literally Jacob deGrom tonight, man. He's been like this throughout this season. Don't get me wrong, but it's just insane what he's doing with his velo. Hype in the chat for GG, everybody. We got her in the stream. Look at her. 102 pitches in, and now we have both a righty and a lefty, and Blyer and the lefty, and a righty and Bender warming up in the pen if need be. That's going to be a half swing. Lindor moves away for a second, however. It's 1-0 now on the count with a runner on. And that's going to now be a pop-up. And that'll be caught. Unfortunately, Lindor gets out in the worst way here in the 9th. Now there's 1 on, 1 out. Hype in the chat for GG, no less, guys. Look at her. She's like, bro, what's going on? She's like, are we winning? Are we losing? What's happening? This is his first... Wow. Of course, Alcantara's first complete game was in 2019 against the Mets. Of course it was. Continue to smash that like and subscribe button, guys, if you're just chiming in and enjoying the stream as I share my own play-by-play commentary and reaction through this Mets-Marlins tight matchup as it's a 1-1 ball game here in the top of the ninth for Pete Alonso, with 1-on-1 out. And the first pitch here to Pete. That's going to be in the dirt, 99 with the heater. It's 1-0 on the count now. Pete is 1 for 3 on the night with a double. 3 home runs in his past 2 games for the Mets. And it's 1-0 on the count here to Alonso. That's going to be a big swing and miss on the fastball, 98 inside. Back even on the count now, 1-1. Larry with another $5 donut. Let's go, Mets. Come on. We need to score a big game. Pete Bomb. I hope so, Larry. I really hope so. The Mets definitely need to try to tack on here. Again, thank you so much for the donation. My bunny is, between, I think she's like 7.5 months old. Might be closer to 8 now. I think she's 7.5 though. And the 1-1. And that's tossed back to first. VR stays, however. Still even on the count. 106 pitches in for Sandy Alcantara. He's still pumping 100. Crazy. Now I have a better understanding on how every other team felt when they faced DeGrom. Bambino with a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much for that, Bambino. How to lock up my brother-in-law into the closet. And the 1-1, and that's going to be a foul. Alonso's down to his final strike. 1-2 here on the count. One on, one out, top of the ninth, tied ball game. Mets-Marlins, 1-1 here, folks. The sinker's disgusting, Edwin. It's crazy. And the 1-2. Time is called. Okay. The suspense continues. Really does. Let's also get some GG hype in the chat, everybody. We're trying to get our Rally Rabbits to bring us some good luck here in the top of the ninth. And thank you, Jackson. And the 1-2. That's going to be a ball inside. 2-2 back even on the count now. Say hi to everybody, Gigi. How you doing? Edwin Diaz and Seth Lugo are getting warmed up in the pen, all depending on the situation the Mets have come the bottom of the ninth. And the 2-2, and Pete chases the off-speed down out of the zone, and the Mets are now down their final out of the inning. Oh, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Yeah, of course. Don Miley is an SOB for having Sandy pitch 9 today. And that's going to be a big swing and miss by Conforto, 100 miles per hour out of the zone. And it's 0-1. Seems to screw up my bet. Lucas, you're the one who screwed up for thinking it would be smart to actually bet on the Mets in the first place. You clearly don't know the Mets, because if you do, you would not be spending a dime on them. And the 0-1. That's going to be a chopper foul to the right side by Conforto, and the Mets are down their final strike of the 9th inning. I'm pretty sure they already have checked Sandy for substances. I do believe that'll happen, Dominic. Again, fingers crossed. I do. I hope you have a great day at school tomorrow, my man. Don't be nervous, New York Aviation. You got this, bro. Sandy isn't Sheen. He's just really, really good. He's had the stuff all year long. $111 pitches in for Sandy Alcantara. And the 0-2. And Michael Conforto goes oppo, but foul. And it's still 0-2 here on the count. What's up, bro? I'm in prison. Okay. I don't know why you're in prison, but, what's up? He's just good. Exactly. Checks back at first. Runner stays. That being VR, and it's still 0-2 on the count. Come on. And the 0-2, and that's going to be pitching the dirt. 1-2 now is the count. Jonathan VR is on second with a stolen bag. So the Mets do have a runner's scoring position here in the top of the 9th, folks. You're going to the game on Sunday? Well, happy early birthday to you, Edgar. Hopefully they obviously have a great game in the series finale of the Subway Series, my man. Hope you have a great time. And the 1-2. And Michael goes down swinging on the slider and the inning. Sandy Alcantara has a dominant performance of 9 innings pitched, a boatload of strikeouts, and only gave up 1 run. Mets now are going to try to keep this game tied and head to extras. Now going to the bottom of the 9th, where Seth Lugo will be on the mound. What things look like right now. So unfortunately, Gigi could not bring us the luck, guys. But again, in her defense, she usually comes in when we're losing, not when we're tied. So we're going to bring Gigi. We're going to put her away. Hopefully the Mets can get this thing to extras, folks. We'll be right back. And we back. Oh, Watermelon. I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday, my man. Guys, let's get some birthday hype in the chat for Watermelon. Apparently today's his birthday, so happy birthday to you, buddy. You were funny with the comments you were putting on my old videos earlier today. No, Mark. Only a dickhead would want to drill an actual pitcher, let alone any player. No, Mark. We're not stuck in the 80s mentality anymore. We're going to get through this by actually playing good baseball. How about that? Alcantara better not pitch the 10th. What's up, Colt? How's it going, my man? Happy to have you in here. We did win in the 80s, but you don't win by just drilling guys. And the 1-1. That's going to be a pitch in the dirt there on the curveball to Jesus Sanchez. Pardon me, Lewin Diaz, not Jesus Sanchez. My mistake. And it's 1-0 on the count here. And that's going to be a fastball out of the zone. Now 2-0 from Lugo. Dominic, it's your birthday too. Everyone hype in the chat for Dominic, who's such a great friend and subscriber and member on the channel as well. And that's going to be a fly out there to left, and under it will be McNeil, so there's one away. Everyone, let's get some birthday hype in the chat for my man Dom. I didn't even know it was your birthday, Dom. So happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, buddy. God bless you. Rich, you made a damn mistake betting on the Mets. I'm seeing people coming in the stream now because they're hoping for some betting help. First mistake you made was betting on the Mets. One away. Here now for Alex Jackson, who has the lone RBI single for Miami tonight. He's going to take a fastball upstairs for a called strike. It's 0-1 on the count. LSD with the $20 dono. My goodness gracious. Thank you so much for that, LSD. That really does mean a lot. Let's see. Alcantara is still pitching? No, he's done. He's done through the 9th, I believe. That should be it for him. How also he is throwing 100 consistently. Yes, he's like Jacob deGrom out here tonight. When I got some money right now, I don't want to say except Freeman when the Nats dug out and made peace. Love that man's stay brave. I don't want him to stay brave, but he more than likely will. And LSD, thank you so much again for the $20 dono. Let's get some love in the chat for my man LSD, the nicest Braves fan you'll ever meet. Big dono hype. And Larry with a 5 dono as well, as it's 0-2 on the count of Alex Jackson here. The Mets is average. They are playing tight. However, Phillies and Marlins are playing loose, and you can't win the way Mets is playing tight. I mean, Mets have always been playing tight ball games, so we'll see if they prevail tonight or not, as that's going to unfortunately be a double ripped in the corner. So Alex Jackson, who's been the best hitter for Miami tonight, gets in scoring position with 1 away. So not good. Don't like that. Double by Alex Jackson's second hit of the night. Already has an RBI. Has been the lone offensive production so far for Miami. But again, I appreciate everyone's donations. Hype in the chat to you all. Thank you all so much. So much, guys. That really does mean a lot to me. Yeah, it goes in the corner. All right, Mets need to get out of this. Yankees are better. I guess we'll find out this weekend, right? Mets have the upper hand on the Yanks if we're talking about them facing off against each other. Mets won the series against them back on 4th of July weekend. So we'll see what happens there. What's up, Ken? And it's 1-0 here on the count in the bottom of the 9th. Two-0 down the count. Runner in scoring position, 1 away. Your birthday's on 9/11? Well, obviously, you know, not the best date for obvious reasons, but I hope you have a great birthday. Happy early birthday to you, my man. Everyone hyping the chat for Ken. He has a birthday coming up this weekend as well. A lot of people having birthdays coming up. That's crazy. And the 2-0, and that's going to be a curveball for a called strike right down the pipe. And it's 2-1. Josh, what's up, my man? Josh with a donation. Our pitchers love throwing balls down the middle on 0-2 counts. It's literally a lock. Lugo is just not the same. Yeah, Lugo hasn't been as consistent as he's been in years past, and hopefully he's better next year, you know, with the assumption that, you know, his struggles have been in hand with his injury this year. Big swing, missed on the curveball inside. It's back even on the count now, 2-2. But again, thank you so much for the donation. Let's get some love in the chat for my man Josh with the $5 dono as well. Thank you so much for that, buddy. And the 2-2. That's going to be a ball in the dirt on the curveball. Full count now. So Thanksgiving already, you got to get through Halloween first. And the 3-2, and that's going to be fastball upstairs. All right, 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. I do not want to lose my mind tonight, folks. I really do not want to. Larry, thank you again for the donation, buddy. I appreciate that. Here's now Joe Panic, former New York Met, getting the pinch hit opportunity here. Now Alex Jackson's coming out of the game as they will have a pinch runner in place for him. Your last 2 kids are 9-11 and 9-12. What are the odds of that? That's crazy. Brooklyn Mets, did you plan pregnancy around a certain time so that way they would have a September birthday? Or is that just an unbelievable coincidence? You're waiting for the Tacoma tweet? I don't have his notifications on for that exact reason. All right, folks, 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Miami trying to close this one out and go and tie the series up. Mets trying to get out of this, Mets trying to get out of this one and hope that they can head to extras. Curveball for a called strike on the outside corner. And that's going to be fastball in the dirt. It's now 2-0 on the count to Joe Panic. Larry with another donation. Oh boy, Met killer against our dead arm pitcher. Well, former Met, at least. Yes, and Joe Panic. Again, thank you for the donation, Larry. Love you, buddy. Big swing and miss on the fastball right down the pipe. It's back. It's now 3-1 on the count. Oh, my goodness. I had a nervous feeling with Lugo coming in as it was. Which sucks, because you should be feeling secure when Seth Lugo comes into games. And, okay, checks back at second. Not going. Still 3-1 on the count. 17 pitches in for Seth Lugo, everybody. And again, guys, if you're enjoying this stream, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Help us get to 100 likes by the end of the stream if we haven't reached there already. And, of course, help us get to 10K subs by the end of the season for the next short-term goal. Oh, nice. Nice paint there by Lugo. Full count now. You can't end your shift until it's done. Why is that? Oh my God, bases loaded. Sack fly wins the ball game. I'm prepared. Jeremy Hefner's giving a talking to Lugo, but I'm prepared now. We're really going to lose on a night that the Braves and the Phillies may potentially lose. And now here's Miguel Rojas coming up to the plate. Oh my God. You've got to be shitting me. I'm not ready for it. I'm ready for it, but I'm not ready for it. Lucas, the Yankees should worry about their game right now against the Blue Jays. That's what they should be doing. One out, bases juiced, 19 pitches in for Seth Lugo. First pitch, called strike. 0-1 on the count to Rojas. All right, folks, I'm going to refrain from looking at the chat for this at-bat. And the 0-1. And that's going to be popped up. Is that playable? No, it's not. And it's 0-2. Rojas is down to his final strike of the inning. My God. Bases juice, one out. 21 pitches in for Seth Lugo. Number 22 underway on the 0-2 count. Big swing and a miss. Thank goodness. Huge strikeout by Seth Lugo. Holy shit. Okay. Mets one out away from going to extras. Larry with another donation. Thank you, buddy. You should make a video like other Mets YouTubers on firing everyone on the Mets, including Sandy. I haven't seen any videos to indicate that. That's funny, though. I mean, no. Let's not make unrealistic videos. We'll wait till the off-season holds, and whatever route they go down is what we'll be discussing. Here's now Jazz Chisholm coming up, rookie and second base tonight for Miami. And first pitch to him, and that's going to be called strike. 96 paint outside corner, 0-1 on the count. The Strachan, what's on my man? Great member. You and I both. And the 0-1. And that's a big swing and miss on the curveball. Miami is down to their final strike of the inning. What's up, Shot Kane? And the 0-2. Thank you. Thank the Lord. Mets got the ground out. They had extra innings. Thank the Lord. All right. So you're saying there's a chance. Let's go, baby. I can breathe now for a minute. Mama Worm. Woo woo. Exactly. Tied ball game. Heading to 10th, folks. How are we feeling, folks? My goodness. My stomach hurts so much. That's really playing with my heart more than my ex. Oh, absolutely. The Mets will always be playing with your heart more than anyone that's in your personal life. Always. We already brought GG in. We can't do it. It's like a reliever. You can't take him out, bring in a pinch hitter, and then bring him back in. That's just not how it works. Think Drake can make a sad song about being a Mets fan? Yes. This is DeGrom level run support. Yeah, for the most part it is, 100%. Pour an extra innings is kind of clutch, so I'm hoping. Yeah, no, not kind of. He very much is. Deborah, cracking me up over here. Would I make Dom or Alonso the DH next year? I would, either one. Assuming Dom's on the club next year. But I think the Mets should actually go after a player in free agency or trade and have them be DH. Cough, cough, Nick Castellanos. Cough, cough. All right, folks. Here we have the right-hander and Bender, the reliever. Michael Conforto on second. And let's see how things go here. First pitch to Javi Baez is a fastball upstairs, 98 miles per hour. And it's 1-0 on the count. Larry with another donation. Happy Jewish New Year. If you're Jewish, hope to a better year ahead. Yes, I'm not Jewish, but to everyone that is Jewish, Happy New Year to everybody, for sure. And again, I appreciate the donation again, my man. And the 1-0, and that's going to be opposite field. Baez, and is that going to be caught? Oh, it'll be dropped. There you go. It will, in fact, be dropped. Michael Conforto advances, but he has to go back to second. Damn, so it's 1-1 on the count because that was foul. Oh, that hit the wrist of the right fielder. That's what happened there. Let's go, Bori Mets. What's up, my man? We are going to the World Series. I don't know about that one, Warner, but I appreciate your optimism. Get my plane ticket to New York from Puerto Rico. Well, whenever they do reach there, I damn hope so for your sake that you'll be able to be in attendance, my man. Hope you're doing well. Still 1-1 on the count here. 1 on second. No outs. Top of the 10th. Dave with the $2 dono says, I feel a win coming. I hope so too, my man. Let's keep that optimism. Oh, okay. They're challenging the call right now to say if it's fair, folks. We'll see if it is. If that's a fair ball, Conforto at least advances to third. This is a big challenge right now, folks. I like Rojas's aggressiveness here. I hope it's called fair in the end. Again, I don't hear the broadcast right now. That's why I'm sharing my own commentary. But everyone's saying it's fair, so let's hope it's fair, folks. It looked fair from the review. Play still under review. And guys, to my 180 viewers, we're just 4 likes away from 100. So continue to smash that like and subscribe on. Whoever becomes the 100th like in this chat will get a massive shout out. So if you realize that you're the 100th like, please let me know. Rojas loses his challenge. I think that's BS, no less. It's still 1-1, but that seems like a ridiculous call from the review we just got. Still 1-1 now on the count of Javi Baez, but that's a call that, in my mind, should have been overturned. And the 1-1. And Baez chases an off-speed pitch upstairs and away. He's down to his final strike here. $107 likes. Thank you so much, guys. I love and appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for the likes and the support. Javi Baez strikes out, though, for the first out of the inning. Just imagine what happens if that call got overturned, man. 1st pitch here to McNeil. That's going to be ripped off a bender. It's a chopper, and McNeil is going to be out. So they're still going to get the out in time, and now there's 2 away. McNeil's pissed. He can't get a hit for his life today, even if it's from an error or a ricochet. Now there's 2 away now when Michael Conforto advancing a 3rd. Marlins are 1 out from getting out of this inning unscathed. Jeff needs to stop swinging first pitch, though, bro. Drives me nuts. Wow. What a great play by Bender, though. Crazy. Absolutely crazy that he was able to get that toss in time. All right, folks, here is Luis Guillorme, who's coming in to pinch hit. Come on, Luis. Luis, if you don't know, has one of the best walk-up songs in all baseball. At home, I love his song. It's sick. Either way, though, Guillorme versus Bender here, folks. Top of the 10th. 2 out, 1 on. Tie ball game, 1-1. I appreciate the compliment, JC. Edwin Diaz is getting warmed up in the pen to pitch the bottom of the 10th. Okay. No one else is getting warmed up. Okay. Don't know how I feel about that, but okay. Okay, I guess. You got the 100th like. Well, Brandon, if you did again, then shout out to you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Brandon, it seems like you purposely wait to be the 100th like every time then. If so, then thank you so much for that, buddy. You're a real one. Shout out to you. 1-0 on the count, guys. Runner on 3rd. 2 away. Pitch number 7 underway from Bender to Guillorme. And the 1-0. That's going to be called strike. Off speed right down the pipe. It's back even on the count now. 1-1. Who do I want in free agency? I would love Nick Castellanos with the assumption he opts out from the Reds. I would love one of Carlos Correa or Chris Bryant, 3rd base. There's definitely plenty of other guys I'd be interested in trade-wise. There's plenty of guys, too, but Byron Buxton is always my pipe dream pick. And that's going to be off-speed pitch inside. It's 2-1 now the count. They brought Guillorme in this situation for the lefty and righty, And Yorme has a good matchup here, so that's why they went with it, I'd assume. Okay, and the 2-1. And pitch in the dirt, and now it's 3-1 on the count to Yorme. Oh, Brandon, you're the best, buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited for once the merch can come out. It's still in the works as we speak. Trust me, we've been working on it. I know it's been taking forever, but it will come, and I'm looking forward to you checking it out. Yeah, everyone would love Castellanos on the Mets. How do you not? And that's going to be ball 4. Luis Guillorme gets on with a 2-out walk. Runners on the corners now, top of the 10th. Again, all the Mets need is a base hit to get the lead to at least secure 1 run heading to the bottom of the 10th. Been watching game on MLB Network. Nice. Oh, my God. Here's Patty Bazika. Braves just hit a home run to tie the game against the Nationals, folks. Eddie Rosario. Again, another trade deadline acquisition. He's done damn well in a handful of games with the Braves now. Gets himself a bomb. Yeah, Jorge Soler's been hitting every game too, 100%. That's going to be called strike on the outside corner. It's only 1 on the count here to Mazika. What's up, Aquarius? Happy to have you in here. Aquarius Leviathan Prophecy. Interesting name. Happy to have you in here, no less, my man. Hope you're doing well. And the 0-1. That's going to be ripped opposite field by Mazika, but foul. And the Mets are down their final strike of the inning. Mazika's going to get a slow chopper. And, oh my God, he almost overthrew him, but he didn't. Mets now ahead of the bottom in 10th to leave the runners stranded. Still tied, 1-1. I do like football, yes. All right. Oh, my God. No, I'm not a Jets fan. I like the Jets and I like the Giants equally. I don't have an issue with any of the New York football teams as long as they don't play my team. I'm a Steelers fan, believe it or not, for anyone in the chat that doesn't know. But yes, I'm a Steelers fan, but I like the Jets and the Giants pretty equally. And to this point, every ball game is tied up, like in the NL East tonight, literally. Nationals Braves 2-2 in the bottom of the 6th. As Richard Rodriguez, who has just over a 1 ERA since being traded to the Braves from Pittsburgh, who I definitely want as a Mets target. It's getting warmed up, and it's also 3-3 in the bottom of the 5th with 1 on, 1 out between the Brewers and the Phillies. Nothing's easy for the Mets, folks, but you all should know that by now. Alcantara pitched great. Don't get me wrong, but the Mets still need to be tacking on more offense, man. Reds and Padres are tied for the second wild card. Yep. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Yes. I forget what the guy's name is, but yeah, I know him. The food YouTuber. Yep. Can't we trade Diaz for the Steelers punter? All right, folks. Edwin Diaz is in a non-safe situation trying to extend this game for the Mets. First pitch here, and that's going to be a fastball inside on a showing bunt attempt here by Magneuris Sierra, who is the pinch hitter center outfielder for the Miami Marlins. Nice Brooklyn Mets. I like that. And the 1-0, and that's going to be a bunt, perfectly placed. Toss the first. And just like that, Miami, all they need is a sac fly, and they win this one. I am prepared for the worst. Will I still be upset? Yes, but I'm prepared. Somewhat. The only thing I'm going to say is that this loss will crush me so much more if the Mets end up losing and the Braves lose and or Phillies, you know, when a game couldn't be gained, but no. So everyone's important, man. You just can't. Not happy right now. Really not happy. And here's a pitch. And that's fastball inside. My goodness. To Jesus Sanchez, who's 1 for 4 on the day with a single. Right fielder. It doesn't help that they have Jazz Chisholm, who's a fast SOB on third base either. And the pitch, and that's going to be hacked away foul. Back even on the count now, 1-1. My gosh. Ugh. And the 1-1 from Diaz. Big swing and miss. 98 heater upstairs and away. Jesus Sanchez is down to his final strike of the inning here in the bottom of the 10th. You're shaking. We're all shaking. And the 1-2. And he strikes him out looking. Let's go. Big K there by Edwin. K hype in the chat for Diaz. That was a massive strikeout. The Mets are now 1 out away from getting out of this one. Diaz is worth half of George Washington's wig, then he's worth a lot of money. Here's now Brian De La Cruz, folks, who's batting 500 on the day, 2 for 4. Diaz was just trying. Rojas was just trying to get the attention of someone, as this 1-1 now on the count with a slider missing away. Pardon me, fastball, 99 heat there. Runner on third, 2 out, bottom 10th, tied ball game. And the pitch. And that's going to be ripped to center. That's going deep. And that'll do her for the game. All we can pray for is that the Braves lose tonight, which is probably not happening. I'm not exactly sure what the rationale was to pitch to De La Cruz, who already had 2 hits today, when the first baseman after him was 0 for 4. I don't understand that. I really don't. Especially in a scenario like that, you're not worried about, how many guys are on base. All you're worried about is 1 run coming in. So, man. I know Sandy Alcantara pitched a gem tonight, but that still this game still feels unexcusable for me. And again, Edwin Diaz not getting the job done for the Mets. Non-save situation, but still. He's been good in non-saves in the second half too. So I don't just bad. Man, that sucks. That sucks, folks. So that's going to do it for the game. The Mets lose this one. Again, a heartbreaker. Sounds like a day that ends in Y, right? They are now back even on 500 on the season, 70-70, and they will look to secure the series victory tomorrow with Marcus Stroman on the mound. So it's still tied ball game in the Nationals and the Braves, 2-2, and it's still tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 5th between Milwaukee and Philly. So the only way for the Mets to avoid not dropping further in the standings is that the Braves lose. And if the Phillies could lose too, great. So just sucks. It just sucks, especially. And here's why. Here's why it really pisses me off. Because one, the Mets only have, now that this game happened, I'm almost certain the Mets only have 5 games left against below 500 clubs. How are they going to do against all the teams above 500? They have big series coming up against the Yankees. They have the Cardinals. They have the Red Sox, in which I'll be in attendance for one of those games with the 7 line. They have the Phillies. They have the Braves. They have a lot of big matchups still this season. Phillies have the easiest schedule for the remainder of the season. They have 16 games left against teams below 500. The Braves, after today's game, have 11. So, yeah, just losses like this to this type of team is just inexcusable at this point. Again, and what sucks even more is even if the Braves lose today and the Mets don't lose any ground from first potentially, and say if the Phillies lose, say in a hypothetical where both these teams lose, it still sucks for the Mets because while they don't drop in the standings, they don't gain a game when they really realistically should have. So, yeah, absolutely sucks. I'm really crushed. I'm pissed off about it, rightfully so. But no less, I appreciate everyone that chimed in the stream at this point. I know everyone that's a Mets fan is frustrated. I don't blame you at all. But we will be back on the channel Friday. We will be recapping this Marlins series. So hopefully it's a series victory. If it's a series loss, I'm really not going to be having a good time. We will then preview the Yankees series in our Mets Talk segment. Then I will also be live at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time on Unhinged Yankees channel to break down a series preview of the Subway Series. We'll be live for the first game of that series this Friday night. And we will also be live potentially on Saturday if I don't go to the game. But at worst, we'll be live as well on Sunday, in which Unhinged Yankees will be co-hosting the stream with me. So you have Yankees and Mets coverage. So, yeah, brutal loss. That's all I have to say. Absolutely brutal loss. I'm not having a good time right now. Really not. Mets are still even on the season, 70-70 now. And I just want to thank, again, BetQL, however, for sponsoring today's video. Again, guys, if you're trying to get an advantage of your sportsbook, please make sure to check out everything in the description down below. Get 25% off any of your subscription offerings. Again, if that's something that you guys are interested in, they do a fantastic job. And even with them being a sponsor, trust me when I say that they do an amazing job. I absolutely love what they are doing there at BetQL. So check them out in the description, no less. And yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Larry with another $5 donation. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate that. And I hope everyone tries to have a good night. I know it won't be easy, but we'll be back on the channel Friday, folks. We'll be off tomorrow. See you guys Friday. Juan Soto just hit a home run to give the lead against the Braves. So that's a plus at least, right? Talk to you guys soon. Let's go Mets. But holy moly, this sucked. absolutely suck.